Good.
All right, everybody, welcome to the All Juve Cast live watch along, and we are covering all four corners in this one. So we've got Antonio, Omar, and Colin joining live today, and we're going to be taking in this Lazio match. Starting lineup is in. All right, and we had some question marks surrounding whether or not Fagioli would actually be starting because McKennie was slated to be on the bench, basically. And what we ended up getting is Ramsey and Rabiot as the pivots. Bernardeschi will be in the lineup. Chiesa is in the lineup. Kulusevski and Morata up top, as apparently Cristiano Ronaldo is suffering from fatigue. And reading on social media, apparently that is Andrea Pirlo's fault as well. So add that to the list of things to blame Pirlo for. And
let's just get them all out of the way right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Nice at the back to have Juan Cuadrado back. So Cuadrado is back in the fold in this one, and I think he's going to be a difference maker. I'm actually glad to see Bernardeschi in there. I talked about it because I think his energy is going to be needed, especially off that wing against Lazio and the way they play. So that'll be big. Rounding out the back, Demiral and Danilo and Sandro. Guys, who wants to kick us off on what you think about the lineups, as this match isn't too far off from starting?
Yeah, I like the cast this morning. You guys seem to focus more on the attitude, application aspect of things rather than getting too caught up in the tactics. And I actually think Pirlo is doing the same. He's going for, seems to be a simple 4-4-2. Guys on the wings, on both wings, and that seems to be the way for tonight.
Yeah, Omar, what do you think about the lineup? And again, Fagioli's the one in question, and he started to get some nods. He was tested in the final training session. Fagioli was tested to be in there, and I'm not surprised to not see him in there. And we talked about it in the Matchday Live this morning. I don't think it's a scenario where you put him in. What do you think about that, Omar?
I think it's a pretty solid lineup. I don't think Fagioli should start. It's really an important game. Every game now is an important game, but this is not the one. And I'm actually kind of curious how it would work with both Ramsey and who's else in there? Rabiot will play the Bentancur role, and who's else in there? Who's playing Bernardeschi? So it's a flat 4-4-2.
Yeah.
No three guys in the midfield.
Yeah.
No, it's volatile, man. It's like Lazio's midfield is their best aspect, like the whole team, and they have full lineup: Sergei Milinkovic-Savic and Luis Alberto and Lucas Leiva. So I hope Pirlo has a plan for it, because usually they dominate the midfield against teams that play with three midfielders. I hope he has some sort of plan for it. I don't know, but I'm optimistic.
He's going to have to be careful, because we can't fall into the same setup that we did the first time we played Merda there, and Barella was able to find that space in behind as we were pressing forward. Yeah. Cheers to Colin there, who's about to dive into what looks like a pint of Guinness. Fantastic. Antonio, Omar, all right. Well, cheers, folks. Hopefully this one ends better than the first one did, with us being very, very disappointed in a draw with a match we should have won. So let's see how this plays out.
I kind of feel that made my guys.
Sorry?
Oh.
I feel that might be my fault. The first one I've ever done live commentary, we dropped points, so I might be a jinx. We'll find out after night.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Hopefully not. Let's try to stay positive, see what's going to happen here. So Rabiot,
it can't be me anyway.
That pivot. I wonder how that's going to work. For me, eyes are going to be on our Chiesa and Bernardeschi. I think we're going to be relying on them, especially in both phases, to be honest, because of what Omar touched on with Lazio's midfield, man. They're going to be required to do it at both ends. So,
yeah, Alexandro is the captain for like a third game in a row. Is it now?
Is it third game in a row for him as captain?
I'm not
Well,
sure.
it's definitely 2 anyway, but I didn't know.
Yeah,
Maybe you're right. Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah. I
when
guess
it comes to
Verona.
players from other sides and guys you just hate, I cannot stand Lulic.
Yeah,
I
but
just
Yeah,
can't stand the
I
guy.
get it.
Yeah.
But
there's something
Lazio
about
always has a player like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. You know what?
Lazio.
Lucas Leiva could fit into that
yeah,
discussion too.
Yeah,
yeah.
But they're the kind of guys, though, that if you have on your team, you appreciate what they do
Yeah.
because they bring that out of the opposition and their fans. Like, so if you're hating a guy, it means he's doing something.
yeah. It's like we say here. We usually say here he's a son of a bitch, but he's our
Yeah.
son of a bitch. So that's why you like him.
Like, our guy was Lichtsteiner. He was our son of a bitch.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
Just kicking off here now, lads.
Just kicking
Yeah.
off. Yeah, about to kick off here, too.
It's definitely 4-4-2 to start, and lovely.
Colin, you in Premier Sports again? Yeah.
I am. Will I turn it down?
No. I think I'm going to go the same feed that you're using.
Okay. That's great.
Yeah. Oh wait, I got to cancel the notifications. Okay.
Premier Sports 1, Colin, 2.
I think it's on the free part of it. So it says free.
All right.
Kickoff.
Let's go.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I got it. I think Chiesa is going to be important tonight, guys. I really do. I've got a good feeling about him again.
I think Chiesa and Berna will be guys that we're going to need to have some big matches here today.
I think
Honestly,
when
I'm
Yeah,
really
go.
rooting for Berna to back up that last match. I'm really rooting for him to do it against a good opposition.
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
I'd love to hear from the chat. Does Lewis think Berna's going to get the winner tonight, same as last game, or
Oh yeah,
You think
that's what he was saying last time.
yeah?
But that's my biggest problem with him. Every time he has a chance, he just blasts it as hard as he can. Like, where's your touch?
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
left it
the
in
finesse.
Florence.
Yeah, like I don't know. You can't kick a football every day of your life and shoot like that every time you have a chance.
Oh, Chiesa.
Quadrado's going to be
There we
tested,
go.
and I wonder how much rust is going to be there because he's been out for a
That's a
while.
free
So it'll
kick,
be
right?
interesting to see.
We have a lot of players, Omar, who are like that. Ramsey, Rabiot, Bernardeschi, a lot of them seem to rush their shot, don't take the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They should really improve, and that all comes from staying behind in training and doing the basics every single day in training.
yeah,
Oh, we got
It's
Chiesa on the left side, eh?
yeah.
I've seen that.
But Bernardeschi's also on the left. This is a bit strange.
I think he's given them a license tonight, Alberto, just to give Lazio
Yeah,
some. think
he
about.
might just have some free roam there.
Yeah.
Like, is it possible that I don't know? Berna is a midfielder and it's still like a 3-5-2, like Danilo, Sandro,
Yeah,
and
it could be.
Demiral.
Yeah.
I know it's the
Possible.
only way I
It's
see it
very-
possible.
It is, because, yeah, it looks like Chiesa's sticking there.
Come on, Ramsey.
Well done by Kulishevsky. Well done.
Ah, great guy. Yeah.
Come on.
That's me just hit the 3rd minute, guys. I don't know how far ahead or behind you are.
Yeah, I'm just 2.5 in here.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, Juventus just
2:54
in
now,
possession, getting it over to the wing to Bernardeschi, and now coming into the middle of the pitch with Chiesa. Guys, I want to ask you guys a question. When Juve was looking for this manager and Simone Inzaghi was one of the guys listed, how did you guys feel about that?
I prayed to God he wouldn't come in. I prayed to God. I just don't think he's a Juve manager any day of the week.
Yeah, Omar, what did you think when he was one of the names?
I think it'd be the same as Pirlo. It's a project.
Yeah.
It was a project with Lazio, and I think he's just young. I don't know how experienced he is. I don't remember where he used to coach before Lazio,
Yeah.
but it will be the same as.
My biggest thing was I think it takes a certain person. When I watch these teams that get managed by these guys that do well, I look at the egos that are on that roster, and my question was Inzaghi is the locker room too big for him?
I don't know. He's pretty sim. He reminds
Come
me
on,
of
guys.
Conte a bit.
I think you're slightly ahead, Antonio.
Yeah, I think I am.
Quadrado. Quadrado.
Simone Inzaghi was all sat
Damn.
Close opportunity there from Lazio. And hey, what did I just say like a minute earlier? It'd be interesting to see some rust from Quadrado because he hasn't played for a while.
That's a free kick.
Did you see that on Morata there?
That's a free kick, referee. He's got pulled on the back.
Unbelievable.
This is nobody's fault. This is not Quadrado's. This is not Pirlo's. This is simply the situation we're in with so many injuries, and you've got to play a guy that's going to have a little bit of rust because he hasn't played for so long.
Well done.
What's going on here? Come on, ref.
Guarantee you, Ronaldo's not on the field. We won't get a single free kick.
Yeah.
That's a foul, man.
But someone else would have a chance.
Yeah, that's a foul there. That's clear.
Lazio attacking here, guys. Dangerous.
Oh, come on.
Oh. Alberto, I like Correa. I really do. I think he's a good player.
You like Correa, eh? Yeah. Guys, I'm not going to lie. I think I wasn't sold on making the move before, and I'm not sold on Milinkovic-Savic now, even though the rumors are his price is going to drop, but I'm not sold.
Me too. I don't think Lutito would sell us any player.
Correa, watch out.
That's the problem.
Good block. Come on, boys.
Guys, this looks like 3 across the front. Wait till you see this. This looks like 3 up.
Well, yeah, because Chiesa's going left again, and Kulishevsky's staying right.
Yeah, it looks like 3 up to me.
I tell you one thing, but it's a very open game. Very, very open game.
Yeah,
a lot of spaces.
Yeah, a lot of spaces.
Both sides.
The problem is we're going to have a tough time spreading out that middle. I think Danilo's going to have to start stepping in there because Rabiot and Ramsey are too spaced out. You got to take one call there, ref. Come on. Jeez, Lazio just coming back. No, you can't give him that space, Demiral.
I think you're right, Al. I think Danilo, he seems to be at the kind of...
In the middle. He's in the middle,
He's only just inside his half. Yeah.
Oh, Morata, come on, guys. Get control here. A little scattered right now. Lazio looks a little more composed. But, yeah, I'm still trying to figure out Juve's setup here. And this is a weird one. Danilo is slotted ahead of the other defenders. So that's interesting.
This is 4-3-3, definitely. 100%.
Yeah, okay, so that's his plan for them.
Bernardeschi is left back.
Yep.
You've got Sandro and Demiral as center backs. Danilo's playing in the middle. This is 4-3-3. Unbelievable.
Yeah. And when we don't have the ball, we have 5 across because the 2 wingers are dropping back. Kulishevsky and Chiesa.
We've just gave away a free kick on the edge of our box. It's going to be dangerous.
Come on, you guys. Let's go. Oh, man. We are still... And this is a tough thing right now because he's trying this, and I don't think the guys they don't look sure of where their teammates are going to be.
This is going to be dangerous. Savic.
That's a tough one there. This is a dangerous, dangerous spot.
Yeah.
I think realistically it might take them 10 or 15 minutes to get going.
Yeah, Antonio, you're ahead here, so eyes are going to be you on this free kick here.
Yeah, I'm in 7:57 just now.
Okay, you're a few seconds ahead of me then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm far behind.
I'm at 7:38 right now, so.
Is that a free?
I hope because you spoke bad on Milinkovic-Savic, I hope he doesn't put one in the top corner.
Oh man!
Touch wood, Alberto. Touch wood. Find it.
Got it.
Oh shit! Oh, that was close. Oh fuck, that was close.
Okay, I can deal with close.
Oh wow.
Close, I can deal with Antonio.
Oh wow, that was close.
We just got there.
Oh.
Wow.
Damn. This is not a game to try a new formation.
Yeah.
Antonio, is that a free stream?
It's Free Sports Live, yeah.
Wow, I'm paying for mine and you're ahead of me.
To be fair, I think Tech was there.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was close.
Yeah, Danilo is definitely playing centre midfield. You'll see it in the next couple of seconds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a good free kick.
Guys. This People were asking for this for a long time. This is Pirlo with 4-3-3.
Come on, that's better.
Yeah, come on, let's go, guys.
Good
We're
fight.
still
I
just
like
a
it.
mountain to Route 1 here, which is... It's okay to gain space on the field and kind of help move up, but it's not going to be the be-all, end-all here. We got to work through the back here. We got to work it on the ground a bit.
When Lazio picked the ball up, you can notice Ramsey's pressing on Luis Alberto.
Quadrado's, he's got to keep it simple. He's fresh back from injury, a little rust. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
We've got Morata isolated too. So they're closing down so quick once he gets the ball. We need to get a little bit closer in attack.
Fucking hell,
Yeah.
Bernadette, man.
Yeah.
Pepe Reina is still going, eh? Jeez. I love it when we score against Pepe Reina.
Bit of
Yeah.
a hospital pass back to the fullback there from Berna, wasn't it?
It took the words out of my mouth, Colin, yeah.
It's like, what can
Come
we do?
on, come on.
It's like a rabbit in the headlights.
I just love watching Luis Alberto. I think he's a fantastic footballer. I really
He
do.
really is.
Yeah.
He's
class.
just so
He's
clean, man.
fantastic.
So clean.
Very, very elegant.
It's mad to me that he's not playing for the national team of Spain.
Yeah.
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 Like who do they have there that's better?
No, I'm watching this now.
Yeah, I'm not sure who they've been going with. I honestly, it feels like there's been such a drop off there. I haven't watched Spain for quite some time. Oh, Kulishevsky,
Wait, is that on?
Live. Yeah.
so clumsy sometimes.
Well, guys, one thing to say, this is a curveball from Pirlo. If this works, we have to hail him. Like, if this works, this is a serious tactical move. He's made a huge system change here.
Yeah, very.
You know?
And he gets a lot of shit, but at the end of the day, like he needs to get the players into the area with his tactics, but he can't be Rabiot's left foot or
Exactly.
Cristiano's head.
He can't be their brains either. Their football sense. That has to just come from the player and the instincts and the moments, right?
That's what I've said. I've always said when the players cross the white line, they need to take their own initiative as well.
Yeah.
Go on, Chiesa.
You got to make decisions on the fly. That's sport. There's no sport where you can't
Oh, come on! Don't let him step like that. Come on!
That was close.
Great
man.
ball.
You
Oh,
just have to close down on Luis Alberto. You can't give that guy space to create. If they want to keep pushing with Acerbi up front, let's take advantage there.
Guys, Bernadeschi's playing out and out left back.
He is.
yeah,
100%.
he is, yeah.
Yeah, that's a 4-3-3.
It is. There's no debate.
Oh, come on. Come on, Rem. Oh, come on. Get there. Oh. That's better. That's better.
Oh,
Look at Morata trying to track back now to help. That's fantastic. Fantastic work, guys.
Guys, I remember watching Danilo play at centre midfield for Manchester City. I've seen him play this position before.
Have you?
Yeah, he played
Really?
it for the Guardiola, yeah.
I gotta say, man, I appreciate versatile guys, man. He's been fantastic this season.
Yeah, technically he can play that position for me.
Yeah.
He's like a Swiss Army knife. This guy's.
You know what he's doing? He's playing like a Casemiro role right now today.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that could be a game changer for Juventus.
yeah, definitely.
I mean, if this works and we pick up the 3 points, Pirlo's a genius. But as Omar said, if it backfires, then he's going to come under serious criticism.
But again, the lack of options, I feel.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So it's hard to really say, he's damned if he does, damned if he doesn't, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was going to say something there, but I won't say it live.
Do it.
Well, look, I mean, there are an awful lot of people who really watch a game, but there's also a lot of people who wouldn't even notice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, Kulusevski, what you done? Oh, shit, guys.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, no.
Oh,
1-0
Jesus.
for Lazio, guys.
No. No.
Kulusevski's fucked it. Absolutely fucked it.
Kulishevsky did?
Yeah.
Lazio had a lead that they deserve injury.
No way.
Ah, damn it.
Where is he? What the heck, Kulishevsky? Oh, Correa schools Demerol. Schools Demerol.
Yeah.
Absolutely schools him.
And there's that classic lack of concentration that we're used to seeing every single game.
That's so lazy and lackadaisical from Kulishevsky.
Yeah.
That is unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable.
God damn it.
He's playing a no-look pass inside his own half across the field.
He threw a
What the hell is-
friggin' muffin, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. I mean, that's just, it happens game after game after game, and we're always paying the price for it.
Yeah. That's equivalent to Benta's mistake. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Oh my God. Demerol just trying to cheat, staying sideways, couldn't get into a decent position, and oh man.
Oh.
I did say that on the podcast. If we go behind in this game, I think it could be incredibly difficult.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. You don't want to go down, especially Juve. We know how they just seem to lose any type of swagger, confidence when they fall behind. So this is going to be a really, really tough task now.
Yeah. I know. It feels like in January, Pirlo's tactics was to score first, and there was like a lot of heavy pressure early on.
Mr. King coming, Kulishevsky, what the F? Yeah, we just can't be making mistakes like that. That's just unacceptable. This is a big, big game. We can't be giving them gifts and sending that. We were in total possession too, so all our players got caught forward. Kulishevsky cannot do that.
And the funny thing about this is that's an individual error. It's nothing to do with Pirlo's change of shape.
Exactly.
Fucking hell, we done well there, Kulishevsky.
Yeah, he did.
Oh man, well, this got very, very interesting.
Colin, this is watching a Premier League game. My God, it's end to end. We're going toe to toe here.
Oh, come on, boys, come on. Just a hesitation there from Quad. Come on, there you go, Kulishevsky. Come on. Get that going. Come on. Oh, Morata. Keep battling. Keep battling. Come on.
No, come on. Chiesa was wide open.
Yeah, we're lacking these options here. It's just got to be a little bit quicker on the trigger here, guys. Come on.
Kulishevsky has got that element about him that he's very lackadaisical with his passes. I've noticed that.
Oh, man.
But you can't afford to make those errors in your own half.
No, you just cannot. You cannot do that when you're in full possession. Your players have advanced up the pitch.
It's basic stuff.
There's no reason for that no-look pass. You could have raised your head and
even Demerol. I mean, he's going 1v1 against Correa, so it's not like you can say anything about him too. Like he did the best he could. We just can't put our defenders in situations where they got to go 1v1 in the middle of the park, right at the top of the area. It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah, and it's like he had room to run and just gain speed.
Fuck off,
so
it's just we had no chance to get back, you know.
No chance at all. I can't believe that even happens at this level, though. To be honest, like and again, Colin nailed it on the head. It's like, what can Pirlo possibly do about that?
There's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do. You cannot be the player's brains. We said it earlier. You cannot instruct these guys any more than that.
No, and he's like a 20-year-old. You should take him after the match and show him this repeatedly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Old school way, but unfortunately,
just show him. Yeah. See what you've done. Never do that again. That's what it should be a lesson for all of his footballing career.
Gotta treat him like I treated my English bulldog when I first brought him home.
Give him a good slap
on the floor. No.
Just smack him on the nose.
Rub his nose.
I agree with you, Omer. Like he's struggled to fit in multiple different positions, and he's not like mature enough that you could say, like, okay, stop learning. You are this position. Do you know what I mean? Like a coach should be able to
definitely.
go to him and say, "You're a top-level athlete. You need to, you should be able to play this position and that position."
We got away with one again, guys. Got away with 1-1. Fucking hell, man.
Man, we're just really forcing in the final third.
Yeah.
It feels like the options are not.
Go on, Bernardeschi. Well done, Bernardeschi. Well done.
It's just a lack of chemistry. It's pretty broken. Guys, he's just running at us here. Oh, Szczesny, big save.
But
Come on, Quadrado.
Why is the referee pulled that one back? He tried to give the advantage. There was no advantage, and he pulls it back and gives a foul for Lazio.
Look at this. He's got 0 options right now. Bernardeschi just carried it up the entire pitch. He has 0 options.
Yeah.
0 options. You've got to get involved. Come on, Quadrado. You're going to have to push. We need him. We need him to help create here.
He looks rusty. He looks a bit rusty.
Yeah, he does.
So Liam's coming in saying he is not loving Danilo in that space.
I don't think he's made any mistakes.
I think he's been fine on the ball. I think he's advancing maybe a little prematurely, possibly. That's the only knock I can find so far. So I'm neither. I think he can do it, and I think it's fine. I think it's still early to say if we like him there or not, but I think maybe just getting involved a little prematurely there and might have to hang back, especially if our guys are going to be a little bit slower on moving the ball and losing it in dangerous scenarios.
It's just the consequence of everything. But Pirlo prepares a game in a certain way. He's obviously thought about this formation to maybe create an element of doubt in Lazio's head. But when a player gives away a stupid ball in his own half, that goes up in the air pretty quick, just like we've seen against Porto. It changes. Everything changes.
When was the last time you saw Ronaldo sit on the bench next to Pinsolio?
Yeah. Oh.
Now Kuno make up for it.
Man, I have no idea. I can't even remember when's the last time he started. I think he actually wasn't even there.
It's like the first time that
he didn't travel with the team the last time, right?
All of the times that he didn't travel with the team. Yeah,
I know.
At the start of the season.
What? Another good chance for Lazio there. Jesus.
Oh, come on. Oh, Ramsey. Oh, guys. We have to come out of that with something, some type of opportunity, some type of dangerous ball.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys see the Bayern Munich game earlier on? Wow.
I saw bits and pieces.
Oh,
Haaland is just he's unreal.
But 2 goals in 9 minutes.
But Lewandowski is a beast.
Yeah.
Guys, Lazio has literally looked dangerous every time they're in our final third.
And that's the problem for me.
Come on, Juve. Come on, you need to
go on, Quadrado. Much better. Come on.
Yes.
If you look at the lineup and you see Sandro and Demiral partnering at the back, it pretty much tells the whole story of the season.
Yeah.
So far.
There's just lack of options right now. He is really suffering in options.
Wait till you see this chance from Quadrado. And
come on, Danilo. Come on.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Come on, Quadrado. Come on, Quadrado. There you go. Come on.
There should have been a shot in the middle of it, Antonio. You're right.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, come on, you guys. Oh, something has to come from that.
Oh, come on.
I think to use your phrase, Antonio, Lazio's defenders have the slippers on.
Playing in the slippers, buddy. Playing in the slippers.
You have to have something there. A dangerous ball, anything. Come on, get there.
Danilo's giving it away there now.
We're going to be in for a long day if we're going to bank on winning headers against that Cherby, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Chiesa back in the right for a... Oh, go on.
Yeah.
Come on, boys. Swing it out. Swing it out. Get it out of there. Why are you playing it into there?
Handball, guys. Handball.
There's a shout for a handball here.
Let's see the VAR.
Come on. There you go, Demiral. Oh, come on. Kulu, turn. Let's go.
That's a penalty. Yes, that's a penalty.
So we've got an upcoming penalty for Juve?
Yeah, I think so.
Calcio di rigore.
I got the Ramsey running it in. Here's Chiesa.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Hey, calcio di rigore.
Yeah.
So who steps up and takes this for Juve?
They're still
Morata.
playing on. I don't know if it's going to go back and get reviewed.
He's got to review it now.
I'm about to look at this replay here. Oh, yeah, that's handball all day. All day. Easy call. Easy call.
Why is this not getting pulled back, Colin?
Hey, what's happening here?
If they don't call this, it's an embarrassment.
You have to. Are they playing on right now?
He's got to check this.
They're not giving it.
You've got to be
Fucking
joking.
real. You for real?
No fucking way.
Oh my god, guys, that is the greatest travesty.
You're kidding me right now.
No, they're playing on.
They're playing on.
This is unbelievable. What is the point of VAR? Get rid of it completely. So we don't have this nonsense, because that's exactly the kind of shit it's made for.
Is this something to do with the new handball amendment?
No, the new handball rule it will kick in like the 1st of July.
This is
that's-
unbelievable.
Yeah,
Good
it's
to know.
a joke. Absolute joke.
That's unbelievable. I can't believe this.
That's a fucking
I'm at a loss for words, guys.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
yeah. Do you know?
What
If I was
chance?
on the Juve board, I'd be walking straight out the door of the stadium, get on the phone, and start fucking people out of it, because that's a joke.
No.
This
Nedved,
is unbelievable, man.
Nah, that's
He
wrong.
doesn't even need to go and see it. The guys
he
in the
won't even
VAR
go and
object.
check.
Exactly.
They shouldn't. They should just say it's a clear handball. It's a penalty.
That's unbelievable.
There were penalties
and then
called against us for far less than this.
And then you've got AC Milan getting a fucking penalty every week for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. My God, above in heaven, for some fella jumping up in the air, grabbing the ball, Jesus, it was
Yeah.
like,
What the fuck
like
was that?
volleyball.
Yeah, it was the weirdest handball I've ever seen. I've never seen such a handball.
It was so bad you'd nearly want to investigate it. Like it was.
That's
Yeah.
that's the kind of shit that brings up the conspiracy theories.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, of course, yeah. And problem is with Serie A, this stuff is kind of accepted. It's always been part of the culture. It's always there. Do you know what I mean?
It's
Yeah.
only ever accepted if it's penalising Juventus.
And Liam saying, like, why not even go for a look? That's the thing. I'm at a loss for words, Liam. Like, I literally have no idea why they wouldn't. Juve Daily coming in saying, if that was Milan, penalty.
Yeah.
Without question. Without question.
So
Because
as far as I
anyone-
know, the protocol is if the VAR guy sees a clear error, he can intervene. But the referee has the choice to say no.
Look at this replay. If you're running behind that as a referee, you could still see that.
Yeah.
You can still see that.
Guys, they don't want Juventus winning the league. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry,
it might be. And it's shit like this that happens that makes you think that way. And
Oh, another one. That's another handball.
come on, guys.
Oh, fucking not again. He's done it again.
Come on, boys. Let's keep her going.
He's still not giving the handball. What
you
the
see
hell
that?
is wrong with this referee?
Did you
Let's
see
go.
that one as well?
Rabio in here. Come on. We got it over to Bernardeschi. Slots it into Rabio. Rabio in the corner. Back out to Berna. Looks like he's going to make a little move here. Try and cross it. That's a handball.
Yeah.
All day.
Fucking, he's two hands up to block it.
Come on.
He's not giving it. He's actually gave a foul, but he's not giving it for that.
That's unbelievable. That's the corner of the area as well. Even if we're just outside, that's a great spot for a free kick. This ref's on fucking shocker, guys.
Yeah. Always against us. Always.
This is a next level,
Hey,
though, guys.
what did I tell you guys? Gin and tonic, tall glass.
Yeah, quite right.
It's not even the 20th minute. It's It's 28, but I finished my beer in like the 15th minute. That's how bad it is.
But it's maybe the referees needing a fucking beer.
This is unbelievable, guys.
Definitely. I don't. Do they get penalized for this kind of bullshit calls?
I don't know.
And it's something I spoke on the pod last season. I said and this is last season. Not to mention how much worse it's gotten, but I said you have to hold them to some type of standard. There has to be some type of repercussions for failing to do your job to a certain standard or level, right? Because which match was it where they actually said they took away a few matches from a referee? What good does that do the team that he just screwed over out of points?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It does nothing for that team. So even to see a ref withheld for the next few matches, it's got to get better. And VAR needs to be doing a bit more to assist. If this is the kind of quality we're going to start seeing. And the shocking thing is, it's not just Serie A. We saw UEFA make a mockery this past week in calls.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know. They should be scared. They should be scared that if they don't make the right call, then he'll go check again to make sure. Otherwise, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like he's out of work for a month. I don't know.
Yeah, like
this is something. You have to consider every choice he makes. No, for
Guys,
a penalty or something important.
Just to call a spade, it's corruption. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
This technology has been around and been used in other sports for years. It's been in rugby for about 15 years now. And
in rugby they explain to the whole crowd. The referees.
I'm in Canada and we like our ice hockey, and the NHL's had it for as long as I can remember.
So there's no excuse. There's absolutely no excuse.
Yeah,
Ramsey had a good chance here.
He did have a good chance.
Come on, guys.
We've got them where we've got them where we want them, as I say. But if referees aren't even having a look at that, even just to double check when they've got
nice step by Demirol. Come on, guys.
There's just no excuse.
Oh, nice hit by Ramsey. Oh, it's better. It's getting better. At least the drives picked up a bit in Juve, but we need to get more opportunities out of it. That's a decent attempt. He didn't miss by much, on that replay.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for
it was a decent attempt.
One of the best shots I've seen Ramsey take in quite some time, too.
Yeah. See, Omar's right. Omar's right in what he says. See, if the referees aren't even going over to have a look, what chance do you have? We can all see it's a handball. But why is the referee not going to have a look? He's got the technology. He's got the chance to do it. Where's the problem?
Yeah, that's it. And like in rugby, they show it on the screen to the whole crowd, and then he says he explains why he did what he did.
Yeah, and he has to do it. Do you know why he has to do it? Because if he doesn't explain it, the coach is going to write him a letter, and then he'll have to reply, and then it gets published.
Liam saying exactly, Antonio, agreeing with you, saying you're spot on. And the thing with this whole scenario is, because I've seen Pirlo take a lot of criticism for his words in his pressers too, speaking to the refs and errors and whatnot. And the tough thing is, what do you really do? You're again, damned if you do, damned if you don't. You can start talking about the refs and errors and whatnot, and it might go against you, and it could possibly be a reason why you start to build a reputation and they give you less, right? It's almost like you're pissing them off. But if you don't say anything, you can't just take it, can you? It's bullshit. Yeah. It's a tough one.
I don't believe these pressers. I don't think the managers never say what they really want to say. It's all fake. It's all like different cliches.
Yeah, but he has spoken out against officiating in certain matches and certain calls and whatnot. So he has kind of done that, and he's taken flack from a lot of fans where they say, well, stop worrying about the refs. But when you see shit like this, it's hard not to.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely. No, that's just there's no other word for it. It's corruption. Like
Yes, Omar, you're right.
If he doesn't even go to have a look, then what's the point?
Exactly.
Of having VAR? Just leave it.
Exactly.
Come on, guys.
I mean,
Kushetsky out on the wing wide, cutting inside. Come on, find somebody. Oh, can't be looking for that call there.
Guys, Sandro's in trouble here, I think.
In trouble, how?
He's just hit someone in the back of the head.
Oh, come on.
Correa.
Yeah, I've seen that. But he'll go and review this one, but he'll go and have a look at that.
Oh, he did. He actually hit him. He hit him.
Oh.
We're in trouble here.
Elbowed him pretty good.
If this gets looked at, we're in trouble.
Nah, it's a yellow, but...
That's a yellow card. Yellow card.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to say that that's... Oh, yeah, he retaliated. Correa went into him with the first nudge, and that's Sandro retaliating. That's danger.
Now, this is the frustrating part for me, okay? Judging on the play of the first half, Lazio haven't done anything at all. We've gifted them that goal, okay?
Yeah.
It happens time after time after time. Very rarely we're on the back foot, but again, we're on the front foot again. We're chasing the game after 20 bloody minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, all the opportunities came from our mistakes.
Yes, Omar, yes.
Definitely, yeah, 100%.
That's why we just you make a mistake like that, like Kulishevsky does there, and it's just you just absolutely cannot afford those. We've allowed them to go into their shell. You just can't do that.
Yeah.
I hate when a team gets their first goal, and then they can just sit back.
I think you were only starting to play now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, like the Porto match was the worst scenario I could possibly imagine.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It's a minute in when Szczesny and Bentancur have that little go around.
Yeah, and they're known as a defensive team, so it's like plays into their plans perfectly and ruins all of ours.
Yeah, we're playing.
Oh, Berna, come on, man.
At least he
At
got
least
the free.
he won the foul there, but he's just got to be a bit better there, man. When you're making the move forward like that and we lose the ball easily, that's the killer. Because we're allowing teams to counter us so easily.
Yeah.
Like, I look at Berna and you can clearly see the talent is there, but I just can't point out what's wrong with him.
Come on.
He has the speed,
guys.
he has the work rate, he has the technique, but something isn't clicking. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus.
We've got a free kick
Yeah.
here, guys, hopefully.
Come on.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's very close.
Who's taking this? Bernardeschi out wide with a free kick coming into the area. Bernardeschi, nice ball. Oh my God, was that Morata?
Alberto, so you remember we were
God
talking
damn
in the podcast?
Was that Morata or Danilo?
Morata.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he just grazes the post. That's tough. That's tough. Come on, keep pressing, boys. You got to get this leveled before half.
Wow, it took
Guys,
it right off the Danilo's head.
This might be unpopular, but I reckon if he didn't make that mistake with the penalty, he would have had a look at that Sandro issue.
You think so, eh?
Yeah, because if he looks,
Confidence.
if the guy looks at that,
Confidence.
it's definitely a red.
Oh,
Come on, guys. Come on.
what a chance, guys. What a chance.
We got Rabiot over on the ball out wide to Quadrado.
Oh, my
Playing
God,
the deep.
chance.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Colin.
Oh, that,
Getting me jacked up here. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Hold on.
Sandro wide to Bernardeschi.
Morata.
Bernardeschi coming up the flank. Passes it through. Morata
Rabiot,
settles it.
guys.
Morata inside to Rabiot. Rabiot. As a goal! Woo! What a hit!
Yes.
I thought he was going to pull it back, and he just rifled it. What a shot!
What a hit by Rabiot. My word, man.
No VAR check? When
You see, I haven't heard a whistle yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, Rabiot, what a bullet, man. Holy smokes.
definitely not an offside. And that's a goal.
Get in
That
there,
is
you-
an absolute screamer. Look at David Furfano here. What the fuck did I just see? Liam, get in. Rabiot. We're all level, and now we need to continue to take it to Lazio. That is what we needed. Getting that leveler. Let's go.
Ake celebrating.
Lads, that was a great goal. That was a great finish.
Oh, that's a beautiful, beautiful hit.
Yeah, see, that's what happens when your midfielders get into the area.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
just about.
And you know why he's able to do that?
Yeah,
'Cause he's not being asked to anchor the midfield. He's
he's
able
box to
to
box.
he's box to box. Exactly.
Yeah, and Danilo sort of covers this space. No, it's a 4-3-3 with Danilo.
Yeah.
Danilo in the middle. That's it. Might be a
Nice.
masterstroke from Pirlo.
Yeah, I'm going to give him all the credit anyway. If we win this game, Rabiot is getting a lot of credit. Pirlo's getting serious credit.
Yeah.
Touching wood.
Unbelievable, guys. What a hit, man. I still can't believe I just seen Rabiot do that.
Yeah.
It feels like, for all the frustrations with him, whatnot, his goals, though, are deadly.
Yeah.
His goals are deadly when he scores. He doesn't score a ton of them, but when he does,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Remember the one he carried from halfway, went the distance,
Against
had an
Milan.
absolute screamer from 25 out, and then he had the other one where he dangled all the way in the area?
Yeah, his goal against Milan was our best.
Oh, that was amazing. This one is up there though. That's
Absolutely,
big.
yeah.
Yeah, and just skipped past Theo Hernandez, who should be much faster than him. But he reminds me of Pogba, the way he runs. He has these huge steps. He's not that fast, but he covers a lot of ground with each step.
Yeah.
And like when he bursts forward, it's scary. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
Come on, Juve.
That is exactly what we needed. Getting that leveler, we just need to keep on them now.
Yeah.
It's harder for them because once you commit to a shell early on, it's tougher to start turning it on again. We can't allow them to get back into that way at the start of the match.
Yeah.
I'm actually very proud of our guys tonight.
Yeah, so far I really, really like it.
Yeah.
And again, it's that one mistake. And if you break down the season, those errors that happen are a lot of points for us. And that doesn't have to do with Pirlo, and that's why I protect him a bit. Because if you take away these errors and we get those points instead, shit, man, we're actually sitting pretty,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Rabiot was listening to the pod.
For sure he does.
I mean, the last game he nearly missed the ball. Like, it was. It was nearly a fresh air, and here we go.
He was caught between two minds, and I called him on it. I said, "Fuck, man, just make sure it's on target."
Yeah, but Chiesa is pretty lost up there on the left.
They're Lazio are decent.
No, Lazio are a good team.
Yeah, that's good.
They're a good team.
But do you know what I'm happy about? Like, we conceded and we didn't really go into our shell. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. We didn't get scared.
Yeah. They kept playing. And that proves the goal is not, the goal we conceded is nothing to do with Pirlo making a risky change. It's just a mistake. It's just a mistake. Do you know what I mean? And you can't really, like, when you make big changes, guys are going to be unsure about things. and you will get a couple of mistakes.
Yeah.
So,
oh, here comes Rabiot again. Come on. Keep working, man. Oh, bad ball there. Looking for Morata. That's okay. I like it. What have I been saying for so long now? We need to commit with the midfielders to the attack. You need to send extra bodies and put defenses under.
Yeah, and they're. Can't remember what I wanted to say. It's like Lazio have done today what we usually do. They've scored first and just went back into their shell and they paid for it. Usually we score first and go back.
my God, thank God.
Come on.
Take that all day, Fares, all day.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, this is... Oh, come on, get back there, Danilo. Ooh, can't give it so easily. Ooh. Wow, that's a close one there from Fares.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm still happy Lazaro isn't playing. The guy's a monster.
This is one of those things, man, when you get into one of these games and you play that way, it's risky, right? Because you leave yourself open.
Yeah. But you have to take chances. Like, I've never seen a football match with no chances on one side. It's like part of the game. If you have controlled every game and the other team wouldn't shoot a goal, it will get boring in the end.
Like to see a yellow card there, ref. Got to get a yellow on that.
Nah, he won't give a yellow. Not this ref.
No, he won't. All the referees seem to just kind of they chicken out.
He's all over the place. That's a man who's not afraid to lose his job. I'm serious. That's how I would act if I knew my job is not on the line, no matter what I do, even if I'm bad at it.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that's an action-packed little first half there, man. A lot to talk about, a lot to digest. I still just cannot get over that ref not taking a look at that handball. That's shocking to me. And I shouldn't even say shocking. It's just because it isn't anymore. We've seen this kind of nonsense for a bit, so it's not even that it's shocking anymore. It's just like infuriating that he doesn't even at least take a look. But again, Juventus gifting a goal. Can't gift it. Lazio look dangerous every time they're coming into our final third, but that's because we are giving a lot of space because we are taking chances and advancing with our midfielders. Rabiot's taken his runs. But to be honest, I would rather go out that way. You know, if you're gonna sacrifice and have some faith in the defenders, I think my only criticism is now that we're watching Sandro in that position ahead of the defenders and in behind our pivots, I think he needs to hold back just a little bit more. Because
you mean Danilo?
Sorry, Danilo.
Yeah, okay.
Danilo needs to hold back just a bit more. Because that's where we're finding that gap where these guys are finding the space to run at our defenders. He just needs to hold back. He can allow Ramsey, he can allow Rabiot to make those runs forward, but the second he gets involved and we lose it, it's coming right back at us, right? So he just needs to hold back a little bit more, and possibly even one more of the fullbacks, like Quadrado or whatnot. But for the most part, this has actually looked pretty good for the first go-around. I remind everybody, this is the first time we've seen this particular setup played in this manner.
And you know what? We talk about the lack of mentality or the bad mentality.
Great goal.
This is the right mentality. What we saw in this after the goal, that's what we're looking for. Don't put your head down. Don't get angry. Stay focused. And just get your shit together. There's a lot of time to play. Run at them.
Well,
and
that's just it. I love the fact that they didn't get scared, and look like this, like heads down and just like, so defeated or what. It was like, okay, no, let's get it. Let's get back at it. Let's go. And they started to come alive. And part of that, that's great to help a guy like Kulishevsky too, getting that equalizer at halftime.
Yeah.
He better pick it up, and I think he did after that because he probably felt so goddamn bad, as he should have, that he's going to have to do that, right? Antonio coming in, apologizing. He's got some major technical issues on his end. That's okay, my man. It happens. So it is what it is. AA fan club coming in asking, which country do we belong to? Well, I am in Canada. And I'll let the other guys let you know what country they're coming to us from.
I'm
in Ireland. And yeah.
Yeah, Israel.
There you go. So we've got Canada, Ireland, and Israel all covered on this one. And we had Antonio from Scotland as well.
Scotland as well, yeah.
You betcha.
Yeah,
and let's see, Eric coming in with Berna's play at left back today has been more than serviceable today. Absolutely. And I actually made a post about Bernardeschi when one of the projected lineups didn't have him in there. And I said, for me personally, no matter what anybody thinks of him, his energy would be needed against a team like Lazio, especially on one of those flanks, knowing how Lazio plays with those guys out wide. Even if Lazzari isn't in the lineup, it's a big part of their game. So having Bernardeschi out there, for me, it was a big one for them. AA fan club saying he is coming from India and lots of love. Yes, there'll be a ton of love, especially if Juve can get this victory.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. So, guys, any other thoughts at halftime here? I mean, we like the attitude. We like the approach, especially after going 1-0 down, which we said was going to be crucial. First goal is going to be critical. But we were also becoming accustomed to Juve kind of getting down and having this almost deflated attitude after going down. So what we saw there was massive difference in what we've become accustomed to. That was big.
I have a tough question for you on the matter.
Let's do it.
Do you think the lack of Ronaldo sulking affects that?
Oh,
that's going to be dealt with in a future podcast.
Let me just grab a little beverage here for this one.
Yeah. Okay.
So, honestly, I think it doesn't help, if I'm being 100% honest. And I've said this on many podcasts. He's kind of he's the igniter, He's the one. He's got to be the igniter. And if there's an issue there, I think it's going to have a trickle-down effect, for sure.
Yeah. On the younger players, on Kulusevski, obviously.
I think when the sulking comes there, and again he starts questioning, and it brings up other areas too for me. Like when I notice this team, does Rabiot attempt that hit if Cristiano Ronaldo is in the area, or does he try to pull it up and force something to him?
Yeah, I think he does.
I think Rabiot would. A lot of other players
won't. That's a very
won't.
good question.
Because honestly, I'm not so sure if he does, to be honest, Omar.
Yeah. I kind of think he does. He has that, nonchalant mentality about him that...
because, and maybe you might be right. The younger guy, I don't know, except for Chiesa. Chiesa's very highly confident player, and he'll take his rips. And this is another part about that attitude and the sulking and whatnot. And again, you have a player who's now missing a huge match because he's fatigued. But would we have had to massage the ego to pull him out of that Spezia match that was sealed at 2-0?
No, that was
Did Pirlo avoid a situation? Say, hey, you know what? We don't need you anymore at 2-0. Maybe we take him off, get him some rest. We got Lazio, then we got Porto. But it's the trickle-down effect of this guy being frustrated. He's not on a goal, and he's been sulking and all this. And then it's like, man, do I really want to go through this and sub him here? But I would like to rest him. It's like playing this game, you know? But I do honestly question if Rabiot, I do question, would Rabiot shoot that if Ronaldo's in the area? Because, you know, Ronaldo's going to be screaming.
I think Rabiot would, but a player like Kulusevski, like a 20-year-old who grew up on a player like Ronaldo, and you know, the thought that goes through his mind in situation is either I want my manager to be mad at me or I want Ronaldo to be mad at me, and you have the shot, and they often seem to choose Ronaldo. And like, okay, Pirlo will give me shit afterwards, but Ronaldo will be angry with me now, and I don't want that footballing legend hating me. I want to play with him. I want to be by his side. And I know if I would have reacted differently, if at the age of 20 I would have played with Del Piero. I'm pretty sure I want to please him more than I want to please my manager. But that's maybe because Pirlo is a young manager and he doesn't have that, you know, veteran respect that Cristiano has as a player.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to imply for anyone that's listening or viewing, like I'm not trying to imply that we play better without Ronaldo. I just think it changes a few things mentally and certain situations that maybe players do things a little bit differently as opposed to when he is the lineup, right? The guy's massive, but here's a great point from David coming in here is that the team needs to learn to play without Ronaldo. They need to. And I think if they become strong in this manner, and even this little shift that we've seen from Pirlo today, if it's something we can build upon and hone in on, we should theoretically be stronger with him in the lineup. But the sulking and the attitude, honestly, I could do without so much of it. I think there's a time and place, but if it's constant through a match, I cannot see that being a positive. And I've been involved in matches. I've been involved in a lot of different sports where you have those guys. There's been times where I've been that guy. And you know what? Guys have the other leaders on the club, they've had to have words. And then you're like, yeah, you know what? I get it. But sometimes, you know, that's the way things go. And it's all from the insane competitiveness that Ronaldo holds. You know, it's not like it's coming from a bad place. It's just he is so intense and he is so competitive that's how it comes out, the frustration, right?
Yeah. But you never see Buffon sulking, Chiellini sulking. They know they have, even if they made a mistake, I don't know, if someone didn't pass them the ball, someone made a mistake and they got a goal for it, they don't sulk. They lift their head up. They usually go to the player and tell them nothing happened. It's okay. It happens to everyone. And they, you know, clap their hands and let's go. It's not that bad. And I expect that a bit from Ronaldo. I get that this kind of, you know, disappointment from him comes from his attitude, and that's what made him such a good player, that he always wants to win and push forward and wants the ball. And usually there are times that players don't want the ball. They prefer to give it to a player that might have a better chance or has more confidence in front of goal, and that's why maybe the younger players look for Ronaldo most of the time. And it's fine. I get it. Just, you know, it's okay to be angry. Just think about what it reflects, because it reflects a lot on these young guys that play around you. Like Chiellini doesn't mind Ronaldo sulking.
Exactly. But at the same time, like this is a really, really, like you could spend a lot of time on this topic just alone, because there's so many different angles and sides of it, right? Because you can also say, you know, people look at him and they hold him to this standard, and he's created this standard for himself and whatnot. And everybody always talks his training regimen, you know, the hard work he puts in inside and out and all that. Those guys see that, they train with him, and it brings them up and whatnot. And everybody talks about what an amazing teammate Cristiano Ronaldo is. They all talk about it and whatnot. In game, it's like a switch goes off, and it's a different animal, right? It's a different side than what you see and what everybody talks about, because again, it's that competitiveness and that hunger. And I get it from the young guys. He might have to be a little more tolerant or not, but sometimes you can see the difference. If, say, Chiesa makes an error, even Morata, I've seen in the last match, makes an error, and then when he makes an error, he's not at that same level. You know what I mean? Like, if he's going at a guy that hard, I expect some solid apologies when you make that error, Put your hand up, say, hey, you know what, guys? That's me. Like, make it even out. Because if you're going at the guys all the time, and then when you make your errors or get dispossessed super easily when there's options, man, you better fight for that ball. You better fight for that ball as a leader.
But you know what?
That's the thing I'm going to say.
Guys, I kind of agree with what you were saying there. I mean, I really don't have a problem with a player of his stature demanding the highest standards from the players around him. But when it starts getting to sulking or, as you said, like, not really acknowledging when he's kind of let us down. Like, he does give the ball away quite a bit. Like, in possession, he does give the ball away. And I don't really see any, I mean, maybe sometimes he does track back, but I don't see any hunger to kind of, make up for it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. There's pros and cons to every single player on a roster. And all we're doing is like basically discussing one, because I know if CR fanboys get a hold of this one, they're going to go off the deep end. But it's true. There are pros and cons, and Ronaldo is no different. We've got David coming in here with comments saying Ronaldo doesn't wear the armband. He isn't a true leader like Chiellini and Buffon. Ronaldo is a leader at footballing, but not necessarily a leader of people. And that is a very interesting, that's a strong statement. And I got to say, it's pretty much on there because, he does captain the Portugal side one up, but there's different styles of captains and different styles of leaders. He will lead by example. The others lead in many different ways. And it's a way to, there's a way of controlling the emotions when you're in those moments. But we are about to kick off second half. Thanks for all the discussion, especially everybody on the live here. And real quick, as the second half kicks off, make sure to check out the sponsor, which is stripedheartsapparel.com. Lots of good stuff, lots of good designs, and we cleaned up the website too, so it's really, really cool. Check out the new format. And Omar getting serious, getting down to the muscle tee. I like it.
It became hot.
That's
it's pretty hot in here. Yeah.
You look ready for a fight.
Nah, I never fight. I'm a nice guy. I haven't been in a fight since like 6th grade was the last time I remember.
Okay. Oh. Still, at the same time, I hope there's no Laziali around you.
No. Lazio has kind of a weird thing with Israel, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. They had some things during the past that sort of connected them in a weird way to the Holocaust, and it gave them like a bad name. Their name SS Lazio, but it's bullshit. But they got this image here in Israel, so people weren't like growing up on them. And it's weird because it's wrong. There's nothing to do between between Lazio and the Holocaust. They don't represent it, but there were players that saluted like the Germans would back in the day. And people took that but it wasn't like, if you look into it, there's nothing going on there, and it's pretty a stupid idea, but they got that image here a long time ago, and it's pretty hard to shake off.
Yeah. Okay, well, we got a little bit of start here, putting them pressure. Here comes Ramsey. He's got the ball deep, looking for options here. A little back heel to Chiesa. Work it out for a corner kick here. Corner kick coming to Juve. Let's go. Looks like we want to kick it off the way we left off, putting Lazio under, and that's the way to do it. Take it to these guys. We talked about it. Dangerous game when you want to go into that shell early on, right?
Yeah, but the thing with the 3-5-2 is it's hard to go on counters in that formation.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. Back to Chesney. Ronaldo seems to be maybe getting ready for a warm-up.
Really?
Yeah, they just showed Ronaldo on the screen. Looks like he's going to be getting ready to warm up.
Interesting. Let's see.
I'd say Ronaldo would be licking his lips to get into a 4-3-3 with Juve.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I think he would love it.
Man, you take Kulishevsky off and put Case on the right.
Case on the right, yeah, definitely.
Let's see it.
Okay, let's go. I want to say something about all the back passing that we used to complain about a lot, but there's an upside to it. Like, you don't move the ball around to move the ball around. You move the ball to move the players.
Oh,
right?
Juve's pressing very, very hard right now. I like that. I really, really like that. Sandro cleaning it up there, popping it over.
That was a great effort. Great effort from Chiesa.
Make the run. There you go. He's got Chiesa up top. Oh, just loses it. Come on. He's won it. Oh, he's won it. Have a hit. Oh, Chiesa. This kid is absolute lightning in a bottle, man.
Yeah,
he's
brilliant.
Absolute lightning in a bottle.
Oh, he's brilliant.
Unbelievable,
man.
Unbelievable work rate from this kid.
Yeah. And we've talked about it. He needs to be closer to the area. Look how effective it is.
Absolutely.
When he's doing that near the area.
And that was the frustrating part with watching that Verona match, is why you wouldn't make a change to get him up front. You have to get him up close to the area as much as possible. And it's interesting too, because one of the things I've long talked about is happening in this match, and that's holding one guy back and pushing with two midfielders, committing those guys. And it's making a difference, especially in the press, that we're able to put Lazio under.
I think that where Danilo plays might affect it.
Yeah.
Like, he can drop back if he needs to be a center back, but he plays mostly in the center, a little bit up front. So if he drops back, there are like two center backs, and if he stays forward, there's like a center back and a midfielder, and it's working for now. Don't want to jinx it.
Yeah,
it's been good so far.
I think Juve are looking fairly solid defensively. I'm touching wood as I say this now, by the way. So.
Yeah, obviously there's counters there, which is a part we talked about. It's a risk you take, but I like taking that risk.
Chesney did very well here now. Okay. Can you tell me what minute both of you guys are on?
I'm on 51st minute. Oh, Correa just made a...
I'm on 50-48.
Wow, Correa got in there tight. Unbelievable.
SMS just had a good effort.
Oh, off the bar.
Yeah.
Wow. And just like that, they can strike. Lazio's a strong team. This is always going to be tough, but Lazio got up there, and unfortunately, that's just a mismatch because you've got Bernardeschi trying to mark him there, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that's a mismatch that needs to be better communicated on that type of scenario.
Now, Morata, come on. Hit the fucking... Oh, no, sorry.
Come on.
Quadrado, find it.
Come on. Bernardeschi coming in. Okay, nice turn from Morata. Oh, come on. Gotta move it.
Is a fairly decent keeper.
Oh. Too slow there. The ball needs to move quickly. Come on, Quadrado. Oh, just bullets one right into Reina.
Okay, I want to try something. I want to try watching the game through through the Serie A Pass, the app.
Come on here. And here
Okay.
comes Liam saying midfield battles. We are still losing. Yeah, there's a few for sure, but we want our share as well. This is a pretty tight match. We literally called this on the Matchday Live, saying that this game for me had 2-1 or 2-2 written all over it. To be honest,
Yeah.
I
think from what I'm seeing, our two midfielders, like the two Mezzali that are there, they're not staying in the center. They're trying to find a space that's slightly wider. It's almost inside right, inside left, because Lazio are smothering the center of the field. And there's no point being in there. You need to find space, so if you're in there with them, you're not an option.
Yeah, but
I really like that though. Like I really, really like how we're utilizing Danilo, and it's allowing Rabiot and Ramsey to move forward. It's really, really good.
What minute are you in now?
53rd.
53rd what?
53rd, 45.
Yeah, me too. Okay, the Serie A Pass works. Works
Beautiful.
better than my TV.
54.
And Colin, again, all eyes will be on him.
Yeah, no pressure.
That's all right, man. I will dance if we
There
score.
we go.
Don't worry.
This is, oh man. So Lazio making a change. It looks like Cristiano Ronaldo warming up.
Yeah.
And Antonio coming in with what we mentioned earlier. Danilo is like Casemiro tonight. Very
Flavor is coming out.
A question for you guys.
Yeah.
So, who else plays in that position? If we go this further, do you slot Arthur in when he's healthy, or do you play a guy like McKennie who's a bit more defensively robust?
Arthur.
Or would you want Arthur as one of those other midfielders that can go forward a bit, have a little more freedom?
I don't know. I think you removed the ball pretty well when coming out of the defense.
Yeah. Well, he's great in possession. That's no question. But we know we're watching a good glimpse of this and how important, if he's the guy holding back, the defensive phase is, and that's why I question,
Yes.
if we would be better utilizing him where Ramsey and Rabiot are here, and he has that freedom to create as well.
I think we need more bodies in the area, and McKennie might offer that more than Arthur.
Yeah. I know it's not an easy question. That's why I was asking it. It's not easy by any means. So here we got with Liam saying Arthur in that position. I
agree.
If we have the faith defensively in him, absolutely.
Look,
there's the dog. There he is.
Yeah. Yeah, he came to say hello.
Well, I tell you what, if we win this game, he's going to be on everyone moving forward.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Come on. Bernardeschi inside Danilo. Danilo slots over to Quadrado. Quadrado moving up. Taking a look. Having a cross in. Guys. Morata. Oh, he's down. No look. Referee again has not called anything. I need to get a closer look. For me, it looked... I don't know. At quick glance, I don't think it's a foul, to be honest. But there was clutching. There was grabbing there.
Hit the thing.
Oh, here comes
Yes!
Oh! It's in our zone right now. Chiesa has won it. Morata's on a run. And he does it in the top corner.
Yes.
Yes. Alvarito.
Get up.
What a job by Federico Chiesa. What a job by Federico Chiesa.
The guy is a beast.
Yeah. Chiesa made that goal, guys.
An absolute animal.
It's a great finish. It's a great finish.
This is unbelievable. Look at Chiesa's just an animal.
I'm so happy he didn't fall to the ground. And
Alberto Morata trying to be as safe as possible to not go offside there. He didn't even come close to the defensive line. You imagine on that. What a finish, too, eh? That's two beautiful finishes. Left-footed from Morata, by the way.
Yep. He's outside the...
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's outside the post.
Unbelievable. Yep. Unbelievable. Guys, my heart is just pounded.
Yeah. Is this the first time this season that we come back from behind? Like,
man.
When
unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is amazing. Great. Let's keep her rolling, boys. Keep her rolling.
Yeah, put the foot on the neck.
Yeah. Can anyone in the comments
penalty.
Reply?
It's a penalty! Calcio di rigore!
No way!
Calcio di rigore!
Kulishevsky slots it over. Aaron Ramsey beating his D-man. Oh, clumsy challenge. Clumsy challenge. And there you have Milinkovic-Savic. I told you guys, I'm not sold on this kid. Boom.
That's the softest one yet.
Of
the three. That's the softest call.
Oh, man. That's clumsy, though. He has to call that. That's clumsy.
Yeah, he does make contact.
Hey, what did I tell you a couple matches ago? Anything and everything from the side or behind is getting called. Hey, Colin, absolutely everything from behind or the side is getting called.
Yeah, I agree with you because the ref he's just assuming, you know.
Yeah.
But he's right in this case.
Who's taking it? Alvarito.
Guess what? It's in. 3-1.
Yes.
This is it, guys.
Here we go.
Everybody.
And there
everybody has to. Yeah. We have to give the praise. We have to give all the praise to Pierre.
Let's go. Yeah. Let's go, boys.
Yes.
Let's go.
Luca just said, "This is Juve." This is
there we go.
That's fantastic.
Unbelievable turn. This is amazing. Guys, unbelievable turnaround just like that. It kicks it off with Chiesa doing incredible work, finding Alvarito, an incredible finish. Then we work it into the area again, going directly at them. Ramsey winning the PK and Alvarito bearing it. 3-1 Juventus. I said it in my column, this week's column for Bianconeri Zone. Absolutely never go to sleep on Juventus, okay? Things are still, this season is far from over. You've got to believe. If you don't believe, I cannot help you. You know, you have to believe. You simply have to believe. Let's go. Another half hour to go. Finish this one strong, boys, and let's get out of here.
We got a half hour to go, and Juventus need to keep they've got their foot on Lazio's throat. They need to keep it there, and they need to just wiggle it about there for a bit.
Man, Chiesa just doesn't stop.
He's an animal. And I love that. I love that right there. Yeah. Alvarito Morata stepping in and saying, "Get out of my boy's face. Let's go."
Excellent from Chiesa. Excellent.
Let's go.
When have you seen? Wait till you see this challenge in slow mo. When have you seen like an attacking winger like be have this much green to like, you know, to have this much fight?
I don't think it's a foul. Okay, of course he'll get it, but I still don't think it's a foul.
We should have had 2 penalties as well. Look, I mean, they can say Sandro maybe could have been sent off, but
I don't see that as a sent off. I see it as a yellow for sure. I think it would have been a harsh red, to be honest. Yeah. But yeah, I get what you're saying because it is a retaliation.
I'm just playing devil's advocate because, you know, every Juve game, no matter what it is, there's a controversy. So
absolutely, I hear you.
Take a throw in properly.
Guys are saying the dog is my lucky charm.
I'm telling you, man, this dog is going to be on every single live stream moving forward.
Yeah.
Excellent.
David, well,
Hey,
Now, guys,
I told you guys,
just
I'm wearing this. I tweeted it because I wore it the last match. If we keep the win streak going, I usually change up the kits, but this one's going to keep going until it doesn't work. Now the dog is combined into this, Omar, okay?
okay.
Now the dog's combined into this whole
free
thing.
kick. Guys, I have to say, wait till you see Bernardeschi this free kick. It looks like Lazio is starting to get ratty. They're losing the head.
There you go. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's okay. We can kill them. We can kill them slowly if they want to keep playing the foul game, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
they're losing the head.
They can die a slow death there.
Now, just to remind people who were talking with Fagioli, now will be the time he should be coming in. And we have an opportunity. We're 3-1 up.
Yeah, that's actually.
I think another like 7-8 minutes, 70th minute. Let's get him in.
Give him 20 minutes, you mean? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think give him 20 minutes, and that's perfect.
It
But
is,
I
yeah.
gotta say, all three guys in the midfield play great. I gotta
Yeah.
say, don't know who I would.
Rabio's
Oh, no.
been fantastic, man. Rabio's been just great.
Rabio has been phenomenal so far. Like if you'd ask me who I thought would score, Rabio might be my 13th player.
Guys, you know what the beautiful part is? You haven't heard Ciro Immobile's name at all this match.
Yeah.
Not once. The guy hasn't
Not
been.
once have you. I haven't even seen him touch the ball.
He may as well have gone for a cup of coffee or something. It was just he's not even there.
Yeah.
I forgot he played.
Yeah, unbelievable. He's there though.
Oh yeah, he is. Maybe he thinks he's wearing the Azzurri kit.
Yeah.
And look at guys. I mean,
How
You
weird
know,
is that?
you're
It's
not going to hear
strange,
this
man.
a lot, but Alexandro, how well is he doing? We're not even hearing about Immobile. Not even hearing about. He's not even in the game. And Lazio are playing. They're not playing badly. They are in the game. It's not.
No.
It's not like they're terrible.
The other thing
But,
is too the catch-22 there is the fact that we've maybe honed in on him so good too that it's actually allowed Correa a bit of space because he's the only one that seems to have had it, right?
Yeah.
And look at
Guys,
David coming in. Who's Ciro? Yeah, it's the Azzurri have been asking that for quite some time.
Yeah.
Here, the dog is back.
There we go. And now, come
dog
on,
is back.
Kulusevski working it in the area. Come on, finds Chiesa. Chiesa makes a move, making a cut. Has a go. Pretty weak shot, easily handled by Reina, but it's promising. It looks good. Everybody is really working hard in this one.
It's good football.
Yeah. Yeah, you're playing beautiful football today.
This is beautiful football. I was just going to say that. And I didn't have to turn on the Xbox to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Oh, wow.
So far, it's
Lads.
a masterstroke by Pirlo.
Chesney came out here and just watch how well Alexandro deals with it. Watch how well he deals with it.
Oh, that's a questionable one. There you go. Beautiful, beautiful, guys. Bernardeschi working hard, draws another foul. Bernardeschi, I don't care what people say right now. His energy it's just needed out there.
You know that Sandro clearance right now, that's a player who's confident and calm
Yes.
and knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you.
So nice to see. Like Sandro had his fair share of bad passes in the back that cost us games.
Quadrado, there you go. Look at that. Easily chested back to Szczesny by Sandro. Beautiful. Escape a little pressure there from Quadrado. Back in the hands of Szczesny. Easily work it out up the side from Demiral to Quadrado. Quadrado takes a look up. Cut off. Trying to get it to Morata there. And then one back immediately by Juventus. Beautiful work. Oh, unlucky there by Morata. Lazio trying to work it up the flank again, coming up Quadrado's side. Plenty of guys back. 5-man line for Juve and Chiesa again, working hard in the middle of the area, trying to win the ball back. Beautiful. Beautiful. See, him with the energy in there is just allowing our guys to get back into their position defensively.
Yeah.
Because he's not allowing them time to take a look, right? It's just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
Oh, Antonio trying to stir that pot. Beautiful football and CR7 not playing. Uh-oh. Easy, Antonio.
but it's true what you
You'll
said.
get your
earlier.
chance,
We need-
Antonio. Don't worry. You'll get your chance. Make sure you're ready.
What was it? March 20th? March 20th? Ooh. Hot takes debate, March 20th.
Oh my God.
Yes,
Okay.
just Chiesa does not stop, man.
Flo, the guy has an engine.
Yeah.
It's
He's the
crazy.
fittest player on the park. He is the fittest player we have.
Yeah,
Here's
And I
guys. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo and Artur Melo coming on.
yay.
Oh, there you
Okay,
go.
Artur.
Morata
Has-
gone off an absolute standing ovation.
Artur and Ronaldo. There you go.
What a player! What a player from Morata! What a player! Incredible performance.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful job today by and you know what? Just having a true 9 out there makes the world a difference, you know? I've been saying it for a while, not that it's anybody's fault for Kulishevsky. He's
and
simply
McKennie.
not accustomed
McKennie
to
is
that,
also
and you need that true 9 up top there to make things
Yeah.
easier for the other
Absolutely,
forwards and the
yeah,
other
yeah.
players. Morata is the target man. He is.
Who is McKennie coming in for?
Ramsey.
Okay.
So Arthur
So-
comes on, Cuadrado
Daniel-
comes out.
Danilo moves to the right, and
Ronaldo
Artur
coming on
plays
for
right.
Morata, Ramsey coming off for McKennie. 3 substitutions, and that's fantastic. 70 minutes, 20 minutes remaining.
So I
Fantastic.
believe, let's see, Danilo, I believe, will move to the right, and Artur will play the central midfield role.
I hope they come on with the attitude of score a goal, twist a knife, finish these such and suches, and
And David
And
brings up a good point on the pre-match day live. We were wondering earlier today, how were we going to score 3 goals? There you go. That's how.
And
An
you know what?
incredible team performance.
I
And
wonder-
committing to the attack with your midfielders. But
Yes.
that was an absolute masterstroke to play
Pirlo.
Danilo in a Casemiro role and allow those 2 guys to advance. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful.
personally,
want,
I think all the credit goes to Pirlo. It's like, I mean, we were wondering how could we score 3 goals. You know, that's because we didn't have it in our mind that maybe he could just make this switch. You know what I mean? And that all of a sudden this kind of play would be unlocked. You know,
Yeah.
so
And you know who used to do that? Allegri. Allegri
Yeah.
in the middle of the season used to find a different
Yeah.
formation, like Mandzukic on the left and Khedira and Pjanic together in the center, and it worked. And every year he started with a 3-5-2 of Conte, then moved to the 4-3-3.
yeah,
And maybe Pirlo found his formula because we look great today.
It made
Yeah.
it may have come from injuries and absentees, but sometimes that's what it takes to stumble across what you need to be doing.
Yeah, and
Guys-
it might be.
I have to say, we've got an Amazon Prime documentary coming up to us. I cannot wait for the week where this game happens because
Yeah,
I just love to see how this happens. If
Yeah.
it was Danilo that said, "Yes, boss, I can do this. I can do this for you," or where the idea came from, because to play a centre back, full back in central midfield, you know, and have the guts to push the other 2 midfielders way forward is
David coming in. The best recipes are created by mistake.
yeah. Well, I don't think
Sometimes.
this was a mistake.
Look at this. Look at this.
But
I
teams
think
do
he
that.
meant accident, not mistake.
Yeah.
Here we
But
go.
team-
Ronaldo cross in. Ooh, didn't miss McKennie by much. I'll tell you that much.
And here's McKennie. That's what we need from McKennie.
Yeah, and Artur's the one hanging back. There he is, cleaning it up. Danilo with him. Artur. Oh,
Wait till you see this challenge by Demiral. Ciro Immobile. You can go home, buddy.
Oh yeah. Still didn't touch the ball on that one.
No, and he loved it as well. Demiral loved it.
Demiral is just I love the attitude. I love the attitude.
He's our son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's our son of a bitch.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you know what? Has Chiesa been our most consistent performer throughout the season so far?
Chiesa, Danilo is in there.
Quadrado
as well. You could say, yeah, I'd have to put it to those guys for most consistent.
I think also to include Morata, because for the time that he's either not been injured or sick, he's been excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a bit of a slide there for a little bit there, but I think it kind of came out that he was dealing with some things. So
yeah,
it just shows how
Chiesa
much
has just been incredible, man. I put out a tweet around Christmas time, and I said the second half of the season, he's going to be our most important guy.
Yeah,
and a lot of people were just like, it was crazy because he literally took off after that tweet and he went on this rampage and everybody's like, wow. And I'm just like, you can see it in the demeanor of this kid. Like he actually embodies the attitude and the identity that we want Juve to be. Like he is
absolutely,
that.
Yeah. You know, I've asked a few people who are not Serie A fans or Juve fans with no preconceived ideas, like to watch this kid, and they've all told me he's the best player we have. He's the most promising player we have, and I tend to agree.
Yeah, Antonio saying what he was talking about in pre-match as well. The application approach is what he was talking about, and it's been spot on from the get-go, and it's more important than formations. You know what? That has been the case, but I still think that ability to combine that approach by having those two midfielders able to press on is massive. Absolutely massive. That simple change in the middle freed up so much for us.
Yeah, and you know what? Dybala could flourish in this setup. Like all our attackers were close to the area. It's not like they played out wide.
Yeah, absolutely he could now.
And we need a win. I want the fourth goal. I think we need a big win here before
75th minute, first attempt from Ciro Immobile. And stopped by Szczesny. But that tells you that it's been pretty good at the back as well. If Ciro Immobile gets his first attempt in the 75th minute.
Yeah, and remember, the goal we got was not from a good play of possession or anything. Just a mistake.
Exactly. That mistake from Kulusevski, you take that away, they still have not found the net. They've come close.
Yeah, and let's not count out the penalty, the handball.
Yes.
Like they've gotten gifts from us and from the referee, and we still managed to put 3 and dominate the game. And I want that fourth one. I think it's so important before Porto.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, the confidence.
Just to get the substitutes involved,
Yeah, like you can if we can score 3 against Lazio, who rested for a week. Then we can score 3 against Porto at home.
Of course we can. I've always been confident of the second leg, beat Porto.
Yeah.
You know what's funny though is like, why bring Ronaldo into this if he's not in for fatigue?
He's just
Kind
an
of,
animal.
it's kind of a weird one.
You just
I
can't stop
actually-
Ronaldo.
I think he wants Morata. He doesn't want to risk Morata for Porto.
That's a
Like,
good call. That's a good shout.
Yeah, and he doesn't have anyone else on the bench. So here we are. Like Morata proved today that he deserves to play.
I think there's no doubt that's why Chiesa comes off too, is Porto.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and that's good actually. Watching, at 3-1, look into the next game. And Lazio have been a shadow of themselves today. They're not such a bad team.
No.
They just had a really bad game because.
What did we say? What did I say at the start there, guys? After they found that goal and they wanted to go into that shell, once you do that, it's very hard to come out of it. It's very hard to all of a sudden turn it back, right?
Guys, we need a fourth goal.
Ooh,
Lazio, they're still dangerous.
Correa coming. Ooh, wide there. Just wide.
Yeah.
We've got about 11 minutes remaining still. And Correa's just been very dangerous today. Very, very dangerous from Correa.
But you know what? I think there's a mismatch there between him and Immobile. They don't complement each other.
No, not by any means.
Yeah, they're good individuals, but together, Lazio are missing someone.
The referee is giving out yellow cards now. All of a sudden, he's got a pair of balls.
Okay.
The game is over. Excuse my language. Game is over, and the referee has a pair of balls.
Finally. Remember they had them.
Yeah, no doubt.
He's giving the yellow here, okay. I don't know. I personally don't think that's a yellow, but fair enough.
Yeah, I think sometimes they just dish out yellows to calm the game a bit. They see it's getting a bit too aggressive. Lazio are a bit too aggressive. That's Cherby. What a weird case with a Cherby. Like at 32 suddenly being called to the national team and becoming the first choice.
Yeah.
Like I remember him being
Ooh, crossing.
Danilo, great run.
Rabiot's been absolutely fantastic. Liam coming in saying he loves this from Rabiot. Absolutely. Rabiot's been great today. As have all the guys in the middle. Danilo. Ramsey did well.
Okay. Triple substitution here, guys. Lazio, last throw of the dice.
Man, I can't believe, get Chiesa out of there, man. Rest him up.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a need there.
You know who else I hate except for Lulic? Caicedo.
And he's coming on. Caicedo's coming on, yeah.
Maybe it's that goal in the last game against them, but
Ciro Immobile, not a nice visit to Torino.
Keep him coming.
9 minutes remaining. This is just a fantastic one. If we can, I'd imagine we seal it up here.
Bonucci's on, Chiesa's off.
Yeah, that's a good call.
I disagree. I think it's a great performance from Immobile. Keep him coming.
Yeah. You can imagine Immobile.
Bravo, Chiesa. Absolute hell of a performance
in Torino tonight.
Chiesa.
Yeah.
Bonucci coming in, logging a few minutes too. There we go. Let's start seeing some guys back here.
And these are the moments that I'm really frustrated there's no crowd. Chiesa deserves a standing ovation.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Chiesa and Morata.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And Rabiot running at the goalkeeper.
Rabiot has just been everywhere this match.
Yeah.
Absolutely everywhere.
Yeah, it was a beast today. We talked about it. His physicality is really something. Like there aren't a lot of players stronger than him in the Italian league, in Serie A.
Here's a question. If it's all said and done like this, who do you guys have man of the match so far?
Morata.
Morata, I can give a shout out to Alexandro.
Yeah.
And Chiesa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it'd be between Morata and Chiesa for sure. Antonio throwing out Danilo.
Yeah, I was going to say Danilo also.
Danilo, yeah. It's a tough call. It really is. He's kind of he's an unsung hero tonight.
This is a fantastic, as many as some people might think, you might not want to play such a tough match before that return for Porto. Fuck that. I love that we had to play this tough an opponent in this type of match with Serie A Scudetto race on the line. This is the perfect warm-up for that match midweek against Porto. Perfect match. They need to match the intensity, the focus, the attitude and approach in this match. They need to replicate this attitude.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I gotta say, quietly, Bernardeschi has been solid too.
He's been very good. He's been very good, yeah.
Yeah, he's had a good game. And we have like 4 players came back from injury today. Quadrado is playing, Bonucci, Artur, Morata, I think it's the first time he starts a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. A good day.
And Ronaldo was tired as well. Don't worry about that. Ronaldo was tired.
Yeah.
He had a rest. He had a nap, and then he came on.
I bet you that if we were losing, he wouldn't have come on. He wanted a piece of the pie.
Maybe not.
This is we got 6 minutes remaining here. This is amazing. Blessed. Yeah, and there you go, Liam nailing it. Blessed for choice of man of the match, boys. This is great. Absolutely it is.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely Liam. 100% Liam.
It's a great game when you can choose. You can definitely choose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A man of the match.
For me, I have to say, I know he's not on the pitch, but Pirlo is the man of the match for me.
Oh, good shout. Good show, man. That's a very, very nice change up for, and this has been one of the fun things about it too, while sometimes we get so frustrated and whatnot, it's fun to know that these guys can't even get the graphics right. They have no idea what Pirlo's going to do. And sometimes that element of surprise can completely turn matches around, Like I guarantee you Lazio did not prepare for that setup.
No, not a hope. Not a hope.
They couldn't have. Nobody even saw it coming.
And like we went to goal down, but the fact that the players kind of knew Lazio are not prepared for this. This is a shock. Does that help them to actually keep going? Keep pressing forward, keep sticking to the plan, and I think it does. That's my perspective.
86 minutes, dwindling down. Inzaghi not looking happy. Pirlo looks the same as he always does. Nice hair.
Yeah.
Nice hair.
Yeah. The man doesn't have expressions. He has one expression and that's it. God, it's hard not to like him.
Yeah, I'm. You know what? I rooted for Sarri when we had him, and there, I'm gonna root for Pirlo the same until he gives me a reason where I can definitively say he needs to go. I will back him.
Yeah, and Sarri
gave me that reason because he had zero influence on the locker room. The guys couldn't stand him, and it was evident.
Do you remember every time we considered a goal, he would just sit down and write something on a piece of paper, like?
Yeah.
Free kick here, guys.
This is a dangerous area here. Kulishevsky winning a free kick, low on the goal line there.
I just love like Bonucci back post.
I tell you what, if we get a fourth, my God, I'm going to give something away from Striped Hearts. If we can bag 4 against Lazio, I'm giving some shirts away.
Okay,
Corner,
let's
no?
go.
Come on, guys. Find a fourth. I just love it. Ooh. Just
Oh,
bullets it
that
low
was
and hard.
close.
Just trying to find either Kulu's or CR7's feet there.
Yeah, it was a play from the mini pitch.
Yeah. Bernardeschi bombing down the left side, getting back into position. We already have 5 at the back, and now he makes 6 there. Rabiot working hard, getting back into the space. There's Artur all over it, eating it up, working it back out. Lazio running out of space and fast. There you go. CR7 up top. Here comes Rabiot. And Demiral eating it up there, pushing Lazio back out again. Working it through the middle with Correa, getting it out wide, and out goes Danilo. Now McKennie on the ball. Got a little bit of space here opening up for Lazio. Now Bernardeschi's engaged. They're going to try to get it out wide, and Sandro's all over that. There it is. Just take away the time, and there you go. Easy clearance by Bonucci there. And Lazio has to start all over again. It's just taking that space away quickly. How many times before when we were flat, you would just let them allow that space, right? Dangerous ball through the middle there. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes those zones, hey? Sometimes that zone marking in the area, I just don't like.
And it's like always the same. It's always the back pass. Like,
yeah, it's always that
no one
trailing one, and it's just you've got to pick up the man. I really, really don't like that zone scheme there in those situations.
When I see them running down the flank, I already know it's going to be a back pass. Like, I don't know, 10 seconds before it happens. Like, why does no one watch? Does no one watch the guys who come from behind? They're always looking for that pass, always. But we're super organized today.
Yeah.
Okay. Danger cleared. 3 minutes to go.
3 minutes of stoppage time. There you go. 3 minutes stoppage time. Cleared it. Ball out wide. Correa. Opportunity here. Lazio. And nothing there.
And Alexandro is laying on the ground. Or Danilo.
Oh, it looks like Danilo landed a little funny on that aerial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully able to shake it off. Nothing serious.
And Chesney with some acrobatics.
Yeah. There you go. Simone Inzaghi, not a happy man, and I love to see it.
Yeah.
Love to see it. Amazing. Just an amazing, amazing match. I have to admit, 100%. I didn't expect that.
Corner Juve.
Because I feel, again, we were hard done by with that no call there and whatnot. This could have been a bigger margin, guys.
Yeah.
They had opportunities too. They could have scored. They had the crossbar there, but for the most part, Juventus has controlled this game.
Definitely. We dictated the tempo. We decided where they're going to play from. We pushed them to the right or to the left, wherever we wanted. And we were so organized. Everyone knew where they should be, even when they switched possessions and Danilo moved to the back and Arthur came in. And
Kulusevski coming off, DiPardo coming in. Solid rebound from Kulusevski.
Yeah.
Couple minutes remaining here as we close into 92. And clearance by Lazio. Lazio trying to push through on a counter. Slip in there. Lost Colin for a second. He's back. As we wrap up 92, 1 minute remaining. Lazio in control, still in their own half. Coming up through the middle, trying to go route one. Got the ball through to Correa. Correa working it out wide, and to nobody out for a free kick. We will probably take a lot of time taking this free kick. The throw in. Slow it right down. Watch those seconds dwindle.
Yeah.
And to be honest, if it wasn't for our blunder, that would have been 2 wins versus Lazio this season. So solid. This was solid performance from Juventus. Absolutely pleased to see this from the guys tonight.
Yes. Absolutely brilliant performance.
And I'm telling you, man, if you can, there's nothing you can really, even trying to be nitpicky, that you can go at Juve for this one.
Yeah,
No.
it's only the Kulusevski mistake. That's it.
And there you go. Foul. Dying seconds here. Surely ref already has a whistle in mouth. And we are going to see this one through. Pinsolio already giving the congrats out on the bench there. Slapping around Quadrado a bit. Ciro Immobile looks like he's pouting. I love it. Absolutely love the scenes here. Pump the ball up by Szczesny. Surely the ref will blow
Game
it.
over.
And there it is.
Yay.
Got to nip off to the bathroom, guys.
Going back. Still waiting for that final here. I know Colin's got it there. There it is.
Yay.
There it is.
What a great win.
Unbelievable.
What a great win.
And this was just fantastic. Again, just absolutely fantastic. I just, again.
You know what?
Yeah.
It's such a rewatchable game from Juve.
Yes. And I watch these matches 2 times over. I always do. And this one I'm really going to enjoy this evening. Again, I will have myself a nice beverage. I will sit down and I will just really, really hone in on this. This was amazing to take in with you guys live. This was a great live viewing, a great match. Especially during these times. It's really fun to do this. Omar was talking about at the start before we even went live that he can't even remember the last time he took in a match with other people. So this was a lot of fun, and the boys rewarded us with a fantastic performance. Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. Watching this today, it's just absolutely incredible. I literally did not see us playing this driven, this intense, and just with this approach. But not only that, like I definitely did not see that twist from Pirlo coming. I did not see that twist happening. So the fact that we got it was it was wild. It was wild to see, and it is such a brilliant masterstroke to get Danilo into that Casemiro role. Omar Colin's back, and he's pumped up there. This was fantastic.
And it's such
unbelievable victory. I thought it was going to be tight. The fact that we did it 3-1, the fact that we were able to stick it to a system which I think is completely broken, and I feel safe in saying that with VAR and whatnot. The fact that we don't even have to discuss that because the team
it's
played
amazing. That's
incredible.
Yeah.
That's the part that makes me proud, and I hope that they don't even actually mention it. And if there is any comment about it, let it be that Juventus doesn't need that nonsense, you know.
Yeah.
And that's fantastic. But for all those that still continue to tell me that Juventus gets all the calls, I'm going to screenshot that photo and I'm going to send it to all of you in your DMs, and you just look at that and tell me Juventus gets all the calls. Beautiful victory. Forza Juve. Continue to believe, everybody. Guys, let's hear the reactions here from you guys.
You go, Omar.
Okay, I'm actually excited because we tried a new formation with most of our subs. These weren't even our best starting 11, so I think there's a lot of potential here. And this time it wasn't against Crotone or Spezia. So I am just really optimistic for Porto this Wednesday. This was a great match by Juve. Simply a great
Absolutely.
match from everyone. Everyone, the midfield, the back line, the attack, everything just clicked into place, and it's so nice to see. And I hope it gives Pirlo a bit of a break from all the criticism, and I hope he gets some positive criticism. The Gazzetta will probably give him a 5 because I don't understand the system of rating is just absurd to me. But if you haven't watched this match, then I can guarantee you can be optimistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a fantastic match. Liam coming in, and credit to you guys for being a part of this. He says, great stream again, guys. Thank you, Liam. Thank you for joining us. Che mon amor, Chiesa, hero, Pirloin, fino alla fine, forza Juve. Absolutely. Colin, let's go, man. Post-match reactions. How you feeling? What are you thinking?
How do I sum it up? Yeah. Look, it's a masterclass. Simone Inzaghi just got schooled. He turned up to a game thinking maybe one thing, and it was something completely different that happened on the field.
Absolutely.
We have to give the credit to Pirlo. He set that team out to do that.
Yeah.
And that's directly his responsibility.
For
they
those
conceded a goal. Sorry, they conceded a goal. They, the heads did not drop. They kept playing. They kept sticking to what they were, sent out there to do, and it worked. It worked 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those that continue to criticize him, again, the risk to do what he did in this match against Lazio has to be commended. It absolutely has to be, because it could have went completely wrong. It could have went completely wrong. It could have bit him in the ass, and he chose to die on that hill, and you have to credit to him because, again, we spoke to it during the match. It was something Lazio nobody saw coming. And
nobody saw that coming, no.
Credit to him. FG coming in, mamma mia, che partita, absolutely. Saying he yelled a bit too loudly. It's never loud enough, my friend. Never loud enough. Let her fly. Let her fly. David coming in, thanking everybody for the match day live stream again. Credit goes to Omar, Antonio, Colin, who are fantastic guests. Georg coming in, saying the collective effort shined through today. Berna, Ramsey, Morata, Chiesa, even Demiral improved throughout the match. This is another thing I want to speak to you about this team is, why we kind of continue to sometimes be possibly a little bit too critical of Pirlo is that when it's right and when it's been good, we have actually seen more matches in this short duration of Pirlo's time at Juve. We have seen more instances where it's hard to choose a man of the match.
Yeah.
Than I've seen under Sarri, under Allegri. Honestly, we have seen more of these types of instances where it's hard to choose that man of the match when things flow right and get it right. The difference is, and why I think sometimes we're a little too critical of him, is we've had quite a few matches where the consistency of the players falls off and dips off. And again, in this match, while Lazio was dangerous at counters, we adjusted. And I talked about it earlier. I said Danilo needs to not abandon so fast. Hold back. He did. He started to do that. It started to help us and close down, stop allowing so much acres of space for Correa, who was dangerous because we gave him so much space. But you take away again an error that has nothing to do with Pirlo, and this is a clean sheet victory.
Yeah, Yeah.
Because they don't put in one of those other opportunities, even though they were dangerous. It doesn't matter because they didn't put one in. So you take away another error. He's just got a 3-0 clean sheet against Lazio, and you have to give the guy credit. And again, he's just getting guys fit again. And maybe this is the blueprint that he might have stumbled upon based on injuries, absentees, whatever. Maybe this is the blueprint now, a Casemiro-esque role, freedom to the other two midfielders to support the attack. Now, all of a sudden, you go from attacking with 4 players, now you're attacking with 6.
And don't forget, Lazio didn't play midweek. They should have been all over us.
Fresh.
And we ran them ragged all game long. We didn't put our foot off the gas. I thought they were going to control the match because they were just less tired. Yeah. But we just gave them hell. We gave them hell.
This is unbelievable. This just set the tone for my weekend, fellas. Okay, I'm on cloud 9 now. This is the one I love to see the reaction, love to hear the words. And again, I cannot stress enough how much I like the fact that we had to play a Lazio match with so much riding on the league right before Porto. That's literally like exactly what you wanted to see out of this match going into that, because now the minds are loaded up, the belief is cranked right up, and the confidence is sky high. Pick a man of the match. Morata, Chiesa, Ramsey, Rabiot, Danilo, Sandro, like the list goes on. The guys were absolutely fantastic. Nice to see guys getting minutes in there. Artur, Bonucci. Okay, Quadrado was able to play this match, which, again, that's big for Juve. That really frees up Chiesa to do the things he needs to do. There's a lot of positives here. There's a lot of positives, but we have to use this because we've had the positive ones where you thought that was going to be it. That was going to be the turning point. It's all about the follow-up. And the follow-up is going to be that Porto match, and we're going to see what we can get done. My confidence in this team, even before this, I believed we will turn things around against Porto. Playing at home in a stadium, whether fans are there or not, it's our fortress. And I truly believed before that Juventus would get the job done. I feel even better about that now. How do you guys feel going into that one, following up this one?
Colin, go ahead.
Yeah, for me, I'm the same as you, Al. I said it. I think I said it a few times. I thought this game was going to be harder than the Porto game, but I've also said, look, it only takes a 1-0 win, and we're through against Porto. But having seen this tonight, I'm seeing a Juve that can allow another team to play pretty good, because Lazio were in the game, but still be kind of lethal, and in the second half, every time we got the ball in Lazio's half, we looked dangerous, which is that to me that I have no problem with Juve scoring a goal on in the Champions League v Porto.
Yeah, absolutely. Omar, going into Porto.
I don't think there was a better match this season to give us confidence before Porto. Maybe the Milan game, but if you ask me to choose a game before a Champions League tie where we have to come back from behind, then that's definitely it. You couldn't ask for a better game. And I hope we'll see the same attitude, foot on the throat for all game long. Less mistakes, that it's a minor mistake, evidently, because we won the game. It didn't cost us much, and maybe it was what we needed. Sometimes we need to take that goal in to wake everybody up, and Lazio kind of went back a little, and that's the attitude we need to prove them that it's not over. It's never over. And if you're a Juve fan and you concede a goal at the 10th minute and you think it's over, then then you haven't been watching Juve for for most of your life, or you're just a new fan, because that's Juve. That's Juve. Those comebacks from behind, proving to everyone that we're always here, we're never leaving, and we'll be sitting on your ass all season long. And the Scudetto is definitely an option, but step by step, let's go. It will be important to win against Porto. Also, money wise, if we want to execute our plans in the summer,
Yeah.
and that might be even more important. I'm not that delusional for going all the way. There are great teams around Europe, but every step closer makes it a better summer with better options, and that's the attitude we need. What we saw today was the best attitude we could have asked for and can ask for the Porto game.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree more. FG coming in saying, who's the gentleman in the Danilo kit? Who keeps showing up to these Juve matches? He's been solid. He's been absolutely solid. Coming in saying, man is playing like he's possessed. Absolutely he is. David coming in saying, many Juve fans have been crying about losing Cancelo since he's been playing well for Man City. But remember, we got Danilo for that. Maybe both teams won that deal. And it's something that I talked about, saying that, you know what? Both of those guys struggled at both respected clubs in their first years. Now both of them are starting to turn it up. So by all means, both teams could easily win deals, and that does happen. Danilo's been very, very versatile. He struggled his first year with us. This year he's been tremendous. Guys, I want to also talk about Alex Sandro since being at left back or center back. He looks a different guy to me. Omar, what do you think about, since he's like, that's 2 matches in a row now where literally Sandro just looks right at home in this center back role?
I think the captain armband just gave him this sort of confidence, like shifted his mentality from just another player to taking responsibility, and he was up for it.
Yeah.
He took it with both hands and he drove the team forward. He was always there, present. And we knew his defensive skills are his best aspect. And that's a tough question because Bernardeschi offered a lot on the left. And I don't know, Pirlo might have to manage it. Games where we need goals, Bernardeschi might be the safer options. And if we get, I don't know, Inter, then Sandro is the best option depending on who plays, who's healthy. Can't be sure of anything these days.
Yeah.
But it brings up a lot of good questions and good things for Pirlo to think about.
And that's a really good question too. And I called it before the game, and I said, in my opinion, Bernardeschi would be big for us in this one. And I think he was more than serviceable. And Colin, Bernardeschi as a left back, serviceable?
Yes. Bernardeschi he's made his case for staying at Juve so much stronger. I mean, I don't want to get carried away, but he seems to be able to do a job now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like you can't say Bernardeschi played left back, but he had Chiedo beside him. Do you know what I mean? He had Alexandro beside him, and he's still done okay. Do you know? It's different. It's not like he had somebody helping him. But obviously, Sandro does help, but he doesn't have anybody who's shielding him from making errors that affect the team. He's got someone else who's very new to the role. Alexandro was fantastic tonight as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, Pirlo is he's getting some options available to him.
Yeah.
The guys are starting to find roles for themselves where they're excelling in. It's a matter of, I think, combining that with what you're expecting from the opponent and what they're going to give you. And Omar kind of spoke to it, and it's like, maybe, in the first segment of a match, if you've got your choice center backs there and Sandro can't play center back, maybe you do go with a Bernardeschi until you keep the attack level up, and then maybe, Sandro can be the closeout guy or whatnot. but there's some options, and then now all of a sudden, if we want to use a guy in the Casemiro role, like I say, you've got Danilo, Arthur, absolutely he could do it, but man, maybe that frees up Arthur to control things a little bit higher as one of those other two midfielders. Like there's some options opening up now. That little shift, man, did that make a difference though? That really made a big difference. Big shift in how we were able to move the ball, in how we were able to exploit spaces, and how we were able to get away from Lazio's press when they were pressing. It made a big difference.
And I gotta say,
credit to Pirlo, because Lazio didn't have it. Inzaghi had no answer, and he did not see it coming. And he
did not have any answer.
He didn't even make a shift in the second half that was able to really control anything or dictate. The nice thing was, when they did try to hone in on that spot, that Casemiro role in any kind of build-up, that freed up the flanks. That was the brilliant part about it. If they did try to cut that out or take that away, we either went directly to Morata, or we popped it over the top and switched the field, which was absolutely fantastic. And now it's starting to make sense. Like, those are the kind of things you're looking for, because before, a lot of the times we were struggling, and through these absentees and whatnot, rather than trying to, shift where you're placing the players, it was line them up and play them, is the feeling that we were getting, right? And now this little shift seemed to make sense. And it was like, okay, if they're going to try and take away our main possession guy, who usually is Bentancur, now by using one of those defenders in the middle there and pushing those other midfielders forward, you've got way more options now of who you can get the ball to and how you can get there. You have your two center backs opening up the sides, fullbacks going up the flanks there, and everybody else up front. It was beautiful to watch. That was beautiful football.
And I've got to say, we didn't play against a mediocre team. This is one of the best midfields in Serie A, and we schooled them. Totally schooled them. So my midfield for the Porto game is Danilo, Arthur, Rabiot, and a big shout out to Rabiot. It was immense today.
Rabiot was huge.
He was brilliant. Brilliant.
Was so important. Brilliant is the word.
I see a lot of Juventini literally making this statement, and it is, I don't know what Rabiot brings. And for me, that's very, very harsh for the guy. Has he had issues maybe keeping consistency? Absolutely. But when he's on, he is a very, very effective midfielder.
Absolutely.
In both phases. Yeah. The final third play, that can be his letdown. But again, when he's free like that and he has the ability to get involved, it usually ends pretty good for us. And he creates a lot of havoc, And that goal today by him was just, like we said, he doesn't score many, but the ones he does are just beautiful. And that was an absolute rocket. You could see Pepe Reina cheating to the left, and it was enough that Rabiot just roofed it short side. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful hit. Rabiot, how do you guys feel when you see those comments about Rabiot, that you don't know what he brings, when people say they don't know what he brings to this club?
Yeah, I mean, like I've said it before, Al, to yourself and in pods, that what he does bring is he's a very powerful runner. Do you know what I mean? And we saw that. He made a late, powerful run through to the box. What I have noticed he's been missing is confidence. Do you know what I mean? That strike we saw in the game the previous day, where he just didn't look prepared. He didn't look like he had the conviction to do what he was going to do, what we needed. And like today, he had it. I mean, he had two guys in the box. The play looked set up to just, cut back. The Lazio defense was prepared for that, and he just drove it into the top corner. That's what we needed, and it was a fantastic finish.
And we talked about our midfielders just having that confidence when there's a line of sight to goal to have the hit. These guys have to start having the hit. We asked an interesting question during the live stream, and it's, does he take that hit if Ronaldo's in the game and he's in the area? And that's a fair question. And for me,
fair question.
For me, all our guys, I want them to have that confidence Rabiot showed in that play, regardless of if he's on the pitch or not. If you have a line of sight to goal, you got to have it. And my only nitpicking criticism, because we talked about this, it's very, very hard to pick anything that you could really go negatively at in this performance. It was a fantastic performance. But my only thing was, early on in the match, we had about a handful of opportunities where we got into dangerous areas and absolutely nothing came out of it. Those scenarios need to be a bit sharper. What I chalk it up to, nothing critical, just I think the guys themselves in that moment, Cuadrado was in there a couple times, I think it's just rust. This is Cuadrado's first match back after being out for quite some time. He actually did very well for his first match back, and I was impressed with him as well as all the guys. That's my only nitpicking thing. And this is something that's happened throughout this season, is you get into certain areas, you can't overthink. We see it a lot on counterattacks. You can't come out of counterattacks when you're outnumbering the opposition and not get anything out of it. You have to challenge it in some way. You have to either challenge them to make a good tackle, you have to challenge them to either block a shot or the keeper to make a save. You have to get something out of it, or at least an attempt on target. That was my only nitpicking at the start of this match. Outside of that, I was ecstatic with Juve's performance.
And you're right. You're right to bring it up.
I chalk it up to just a bit of rust, a new little change, tweak to the system. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, like, chalking it up to a bit of rust. I kind of said earlier on, look, Pirlo's pulled a serious move here, right?
Yeah.
It's going to have effects on Lazio. Lazio did not get to grips with it. But it also has an effect on Juve. Juve have to adjust. They have to get out on the pitch. They have to realize, hold on, this looks a bit different. Do you know what I mean? And it takes a little bit of time. It takes, and I said after, for me, 35 minutes, we looked like we were playing. You know what I mean? It took that long to actually. It looked a bit chaotic to me up until then. But before halftime, 10 minutes, it looked like we were getting into the game. So
yeah.
And you know what? A lot of people questioned starting Cuadrado because he just came back from injury, but Pirlo had a plan. Pirlo wanted Danilo in the middle, and he had to play Cuadrado for it to be possible, and that's really encouraging. I like seeing that from Pirlo. If it comes with a plan and it works, then all credit goes to him in the end.
That's a fantastic show too, a great show, because and this is the thing. We talked about it during it as well. He's in a position where he's gonna have to take some risks with guys. It comes down to that. I mean, the faith in U23s or anything like that. I mean, we're still in this race. Yeah. He's coaching, he's managing, backing up the words that he's saying, which is, this is Juventus and we will fight till the end. And he's backing that up by doing that. Is he running a risk? Are we running a risk playing a guy that just came back? Sure, but that's an assessment that the staff, the player, and the management need to make. If he's either able to give you minutes or he's not. And this kind of thing happens all the time. Guys make calls, teams make calls, medical staff makes calls, and you find yourself in situations throughout seasons where you take those risks. And honestly, if you don't, you're not going to get rewarded. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. There's certain players, and if you're a manager and you're trying to piece this out, it's a chess match out there. And we talked about the masterstroke it was to play Danilo in there, but it took the balls to say, hey, I'm going to risk, doing this. It could bite me in the ass, but you know what? That's a hill he was willing to die on, and it played out. And it played out big time, and he deserves a lot of credit. So Colin giving Pirlo man of the match, that's a big shout, and that's a great shout. And for me, going back to Juve and how they played and nitpicking a bit of rust and whatnot, it was also we fell behind early and again due to a mistake by one of our players. Okay, that seemed to me we still attacked, approach, but it seemed nervy. Okay, so that we were still trying to control, but it was still nervy. You could see it was like, oh no, we fell behind. Like they're still pressing and whatnot, but it was a little chaotic. But then there was where the switch came down, and then it started to look more and more control, more and more calm. The belief kind of picked up. It was like, hey, we're starting to dominate the play. It's gonna come, and then you could feel it, you could sense it. And that was spurred on by guys like Morata, Chiesa, Danilo, Bernardeschi, Rabiot, massive. Those guys were critical at that point where it started to switch. Morata found himself everywhere. Rabiot was penetrating the lines, gaining valuable space for us, getting the ball deep, putting it back to Bernardeschi. Everybody getting involved. Danilo stepping up, switching the ball over to switching field over to Cuadrado. Cuadrado making good decisions, trying to get deep a couple times, getting crosses in. Like I say, the guys worked very, very hard, and they did something that we all felt little confidence in, and that was come from behind. Not only come from behind to draw equal in the same half, which I said was massive, but go on to follow up that approach right out of the gate in the second half and seal the game against a tough opponent.
Yeah, and you know what? I wasn't stressed since the first goal. I wasn't stressed for a minute.
Yeah,
Juve just dominated. That's it. It felt like they believed they were going to win, and they showed it on the pitch. And I was calm for most of the game. It doesn't happen all too often, unfortunately.
Man,
who's your midfield for Porto?
First off, Gayor coming in, poor awareness from Kul, but he did redeem himself as the match went on. Not an easy thing to do. He did.
I agree.
He did.
I agree.
My midfield for Porto. Bentancur will not be able to play. I highly doubt it. It just won't. If he's tested positive this soon, he'll be out. Artur, if he's available, 100% he goes in there. The question I think that dictates what could possibly happen, honestly, is who's there for center backs. Because Danilo, I think, has to be in the lineup 100%. But I'm telling you, if we can have De Ligt back there and we can have Demiral, I would probably go De Ligt, Demiral. I know Bonucci's valuable. You could play him in there. I think I would go De Ligt, Demiral and play Danilo ahead of them again. And I would put Artur and Rabiot on either side. Advance them like we did. I really liked that slot and how that worked. The case could easily be made. Artur, McKennie, and Rabiot up top ahead, and I like that a lot as well. I really, really do like that a lot as well. But this is an interesting one. This is not an easy one. He's got some decisions to make there, but man, I like both of those setups, and I'd be perfectly fine with either one of them, to be honest. McKennie, we do have to question how, he looked decent in his quick cameo today. Seemed to be moving decent. But if you have guys that are further ahead, again, this becomes a decision by the medical staff, management, and everything to really factor in. But I'm happy with either of those setups. How would you guys line up the midfield?
Well, for me, I kind of have to think of it as a whole. So I'm kind of going to go outside midfield for a bit. And, for me, it comes down to fitness. So we've got two centre backs today that played Demiral and Alexandro, and they're 100% fit. We know they're 100% fit. For me, I wouldn't go messing around with that. Do you know what I mean? De Ligt, yeah, he's coming back. He barely missed out today, but he might actually be okay.
Yeah.
You never know. He could be very close to 100%, or he could be close to getting on the field kind of fitness. But yeah, for me, he's the only one that I would actually put in there. I wouldn't put Chiellini. I wouldn't put Bonucci. They've been out for too long. That's my perspective. Danilo is obviously top fitness as well, so he's an option for midfield because he's in top fitness. Artur's been out for a while. Again, he just got a few minutes tonight, but is he match fit? Is he ready to start a match? I don't know. And to put him in a pivotal position, literally, I'm not sure if I would do it. Could I put him on the field or give him a half hour? Maybe.
Do you follow it up the exact same way we did today?
Almost. I would look.
Of course, Ronaldo being on the pitch. Of course.
Yeah. I mean, I would look at this and go, let's try 4-3-3. Like, yeah. I mean, we have this is another string to our bow now. We've played 4-4-2. We've locked out Merda over two legs in a 4-4-2. We've played 3-5-2 all year long, which means that if shit goes wrong after 20 minutes, the guys on the field will be able to switch to both of those. We will have a backup of those two. But if it works, we looked good in attack. We really did. I mean, our midfielders looked like they were in good positions to receive the ball and drive forward. Our wide players looked like they were in a position to do damage as well. So why wouldn't you keep it?
We've all drawn it up. We've all looked at it. We've all thought about it. Morata, Ronaldo, and Chiesa is pretty appetizing up top. But Omar, your midfield.
First of all, I would also look at it as a whole. If De Ligt is not 100%, then don't play him. Sandro has been doing great.
Yeah.
Leave him in there. Go with Bernardeschi on the left. Danilo was fantastic in that Casemiro role. Yeah. I definitely leave him there. If Artur is good to play, then play him on the right and Rabiot on the left. And guys need to know they're rewarded for good performances. And attack, definitely Chiesa, Ronaldo, Morata. No, I have no other issues.
Yeah.
No, I'll go with exactly the same lineup if De Ligt isn't fully fit, but the guys performed superbly today, so why not keep it up?
And there you go. And that's the thing. This is going to be an incredible watch. I can't wait to watch this one over this evening. It's going to be fantastic. I've got the post-match pod tomorrow coming out with Daniel Lucci and Asafi. It's going to be a great, great episode. Make sure everybody joins, of course, live at 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. This has been a great live stream. Always amazing when Juve pulls out the results, but to do so in such convincing fashion, to have the entire team play fantastic, absolutely great. Omar, Colin, thank you so much for joining, fellas. It's amazing.
Pleasure.
I made the announcement this morning on the live at 5 for the pre-match. But everybody that's watching right now, we've got a new team built for all UV cast, okay? And these fine gentlemen are members. So Omar, Colin, welcome aboard. We're going to have a rotating carousel of common guests. These are two of them. Eric Cerno-Gibbs is in there. Luca Natale. We've got Lewis. We've got Antonio, who was with us earlier as well. And we have Francisco. We have an amazing team of Juventini, and we're going to be looking to do these. I know I saw a comment in there about David thanking us for doing the live stream and saying let's do it again someday. We are going to do these when the schedule allows. We are going to do more of these, and we're going to do them as a panel like we did today. So stay tuned. Welcome aboard, guys. And yeah, absolutely stay tuned. We got a lot of fun stuff. Next week, a week today, again, I cannot stress everybody, Mirko Di Natale, okay, will be on in a live interview Q&A session. His English, not good. My Italian, I get by. We have a translator, don't worry. So make sure you join us live. Get your questions regarding past deals of the Mercato, future deals, and get an inside scoop on certain things surrounding Juventus. This guy is very, very reliable. He's a great, great resource. Take advantage of that opportunity to speak to him live through this interview, okay? Because you don't get many opportunities like that with Mirko. And then, of course, on the 20th of March, hot takes debate, and you're not going to want to miss that. 3 topics, 15 minutes each, 2-on-2 teams going at it. A lot of fun stuff planned. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your weekend, okay? Enjoy this victory. I'm going to watch this one at least one more time over, maybe twice. It was such a treat. But again, make sure you stay tuned for the podcast tomorrow. Guys, thank you again. Everybody, as always, I said it today many times. I've been saying it. I wrote it in my column for Bianconeri Zone. Make sure you check it out. Believe. Always believe. Okay? It's in our DNA. Fino alla fine. Forza Juventus. Okay?
Alla fine.
Ciao a tutti.
Ciao, guys.